Hello, everyone. I am Dora, and
And I'm
joining
Uncle Atomic.
joining me is Uncle Atomic, and today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty, or
consider this
Substance.
uh consider this a different way of doing Retro Wednesday.
It technically is a retro game, so
He-
when we last left off, we completed the tanker chapter, and Snake was not in a good spot. Oof. So we're going to continue from where we left off at the beginning of the plant chapter. So, Fox, what did you think of the tanker chapter?
I thought it was a great introduction to how not only was the gameplay updated, but also it further shows how much they wanted to push the graphics during this era.
Oh, yeah.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Well, whose voice is that?
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil
I don't
tank
know.
full of
You didn't
crude
start. You
barrels
haven't
in
streamed
Oh,
on Discord yet.
Manhattan. Your class
Fuck my life.
It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore...
Yes, fuck our lives and impregnate death.
The big shell.
Are you mocking me?
Cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time.
But it's
in the
so.
meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Hey, Roy Campbell.
Yep.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist
Let me
Training Squad dead.
let me go pour myself a
Russian
cup
private army
of
members
cherry
may
coke.
also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion. What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Hello, Bankai. And yes, it's time for Raiden.
Joint effort?
No, Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant's struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the big shell as planned.
All right.
And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part.
Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.
You kind of notice the shift where the voice lines
when
are
you
kind
want
of
to use the codec, push the back button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will be.
the voice
When
lines
you
were
hear
kind of
that
changed a
noise,
little bit.
Press the back button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
And then they
How
changed
do
the
I
way
get up to the next level?
the Colonel's voice back
There's
because
an
they had
elevator
to
at the
suddenly
far end of
change
that
it
area.
to accommodate
Use
for the
that.
different systems that it's on.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research.
You can hear
The
this, right,
texture isn't
Fox?
far removed from rubber.
Yes.
The material protects against a
Cool.
wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
But strange. Why does Snake
The
sound so
hatch with a
different?
circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate
Yep.
the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
So we are introduced to Raiden, whose codename was supposed to be Snake, but we'll figure out why in a minute. Also, fucking gross. Dang bugs are all over the place.
Got your feet wet? These are the
That's
basic
exactly
controls for swimming.
Whatever.
Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster.
Change your heading with the
Exactly.
left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower. Left and right to face those directions.
Not a chance.
The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to
No
drop.
doubt.
You need to be aware of that.
So yeah, during the codec conversations, if you press R1 or R2, Raiden will have like different like mental thoughts, and you'll be able to hear them during the conversation.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny hearing some of these conversations and just Raiden just automatically smack talks them. As for if I'm gonna get Raiden's grip level to level 3, I don't think I will. Because it's going to take a long time to do it, to be honest. I've never actually been required to have a grip level above level 1. Fucking bugs. Yeah, you gotta do 300 chin-ups to get level 3. And you can do about 10 each before Raiden has to pull himself up, so... Fucking nasty. Fucking bugs. Okay, I guess I'm not doing it right now. Because, like Bankai was about to say, they can get onto your rations and actually freaking eat it. Actually, I will just kind of showcase it, because it's kind of funny hearing them, when you manage to get them to screw off your ration. Yeah, it's not even a roach, it's a sea lice. So, Fox, you want to see something funny?
Yes,
Okay,
always.
you see the little sea lice, right?
Yes. What?
That's how you get them off. You shake your inventory. The M9, I am playing on normal mode, so the M9 is not going to be located here. I believe it's in the warehouse, which I believe is Strep E. E is a Russian with an AN-94.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists.
Wouldn't be too
They
hard
become
to,
a band of mercenaries, an
to
army
imagine.
without a country.
Yeah.
Also, Bankai, how's the stream sounding? Can you hear all of us alright?
Hi, bad guy.
But, yeah, I won't be able to get the M9 until later because I'm playing on normal mode.
Yeah, good to see you, bad guy.
Always is good to see you. Jeez, tossed off the elevator like a chump. Well, I think we can recognize that here, dude.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh,
Use the node to gain access
So,
to the Big
Bankai,
Shell's
how's
facilities
everything
network.
how's everything
Then what?
going?
Pull up the
Artwork?
map
How's
of the
your streams,
structure.
by the way?
That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
the Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Sounds all pretty cut and dry, really. Hey, there's another ration.
Delicious. What flavor?
Russian ration flavored.
Raiden, you won't be able to use any of the enemy's equipment.
Why not?
You should know that all active weapons are equipped with a personal identification system. The owner enters their required user ID information during the weapon registration or at the start of a mission. If anyone other than the registered user tries to fire the weapon, the ID system will not authorize the action.
But these are black market Russian weapons. How can they be equipped with identification functionality?
They must have been customized by the terrorists themselves. These are professionals we're dealing with, and they certainly won't let their own equipment be used against them.
I'm guessing it's the same for the Navy SEALs gear?
Right.
How am I supposed to procure weapons then?
Find the ones that haven't yet been individualized. Everything you find in the item box is clean.
Also a
You
reason
should know
why
this from
the
your VR
weapons
training.
despawn.
Okay, I know those.
Yep, and it also explains
Items
why
in the item
Raiden
box
can't
are
really pick up
yours
the
to
weapons
use
and
at
use
will.
them.
They will be your supply source with regards to weaponry and gear.
Not that I would really be interested in using a AN-94 or a Makarov. God, I hate that I can hear the skittering of those freaking sea lice.
Just be glad it's not sand fleas.
Or sand flies. Sand flies are worse. So yes, as you can see, I'm taking their bodies for a little stroll. Well, they're all unconscious anyways. They're not dead. They're gonna wish they will be when they find themselves waking up inside a frickin' locker. Interesting thing to note, enemies stuffed in lockers will never wake up. So if they're
That's helpful.
tranquilized or if they're unconscious, they're gonna stay that way while in the locker. What'd you say, Fox?
So that's helpful.
Yes, but it also sounds kind of creepy because what's keeping them asleep?
Well, shit.
Does everyone using the node have to go through that?
Just pain.
Pain.
Codename Braid Shadow Legends.
Oh god! I'm gonna beat your butt for that, Fox. Hey, Fox, mean. The birthday April 30th. Yes, that's gonna be a common theme for the game. Okay, the radar is gonna be the same, blood's gonna be the same. Captions, yes. Change previous. There we go.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
Well, the character in that
Big Shell's
video
layout
is
maps
using
are
stealth
now available
camouflage.
after touching the start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
Basically, Colonel's
She's
telling
never
him
been
to
a part
shut
of a
up.
field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help
How
you
do
can
you get that from the Shadow
Jack,
Moses
you're
operation?
stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose,
You need someone to watch your back.
What do you think, Fox?
But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that
I like
technically
her.
I'm not part of the mission
No, I
control
mean
team.
what the Colonel
After all,
said.
I'm just a normal girl who's worried about
Not
Jack.
sure how to take it
That
yet.
means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The
You could tell she
proprietary
didn't
save
like having to
frequency
say
is
that.
140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack,
what?
do you know what day it is tomorrow?
Oh
Is it
God!
good? Is there something special about it?
It begins,
I
Fox.
can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Yeah, that's going to be a common thing that's going to be said throughout the entirety of this game. April 30th. Hell, I think it became a meme at this point. But it's funny that Raiden says his personal feelings should not be a part of the mission, and Colonel says sometimes it doesn't work that way. What do you think the Colonel meant by that?
I think it's a reflection of what happened during the time of Metal Gear Solid 1.
You mean
Where it's like,
regarding
yeah.
and partially nail me.
Indeed.
Uh-oh, here comes a big reveal.
The terrorists call themselves...
Ew,
Sons
put
of
it back.
Prey.
Put it back on.
Put the mask back on. Put the mask back on.
Is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
I'm gonna say it. The original femboy.
Colonel, I'm on the roof.
It just-
There are no
But also-
sentries, but it would only take one to
But
spot
like,
me
I
in this
don't know if Colonel
He
Autumn,
never
like,
had
no,
any
he's definitely
VR
dead.
training after
Even
all.
though the Colonel knows.
Extra sharp and
He
check to find a
knows.
node to log in from.
He
What about the
knows.
commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And just in case
And
you don't
the
know, yep,
president
the name tag
Seems
there
to have
said
spotted on
Campbell.
strut B.
But interesting that
Strut
he
B?
has the Foxhound beret.
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly.
familiar, Fox?
And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment.
Indeed, it does.
First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
I can think of 2 particular
Yep.
games that utilize the same structure appearing. Or
Indeed.
base structure. I do believe we've been playing through one of those, Fox.
Yep.
Raiden, look at that wire fence. You may be able to crawl through it.
Crouch down, use...
Yes, but here's the thing, Colonel.
Colonel, don't you think it's strange that the fence is missing this spot right here?
Yes, I do.
You don't think that he got away?
It's possible. Be on the alert.
Roger that.
Oh, so Colonel believes us now. That there's another intruder besides us. Also, one of the items that I picked up earlier is a bandage. If you take enough, if your life bar drops enough, it'll get to a point where it turns yellow. Yellow-orange. That means you're bleeding. There are two ways to stop bleeding. By crouching down and waiting long enough, or just using a bandage. Keep in mind that when you're actively bleeding, your life bar will continue to go down, and it leaves a blood trail for enemies to follow.
So be smart.
Yes.
Raiden, SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
So is it technically, well,
Black Ops.
Yeah, I was about to say, can you really technically call it Black Ops if it's...
Well, even Black Ops channels have to go through official channels.
I'll go
True.
check the roof. I'll leave the first floor to you, okay? Understood.
Ah, yes. The NPC voice acting, always top tier in Metal Gear Solid.
Well, at least it's better than Metal Gear Solid 3, where they didn't even bother with the Russian accents.
Colonel, I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any
Heavy
closer.
surveillance?
Distract them.
One
Try
man
making
does
some
not
noise to
make
draw their
heavy
attention away.
surveillance.
How?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
Am I the only one who gets a little annoyed that they don't use the actual, name of the button?
Like, they'll say action button, punch button, trigger button.
It's like the back button, and it's like, I get it, but at the same time, come on, man!
Got one, I see. Don't leave him lying around.
Who didn't see that? Right?
Ah, no, totally. And people totally aren't gonna clip that either. Nope.
I'm under.
Oh shit, I'm about to fuck this up.
I need help.
There we go.
What's going on? Respond. Communications with the first floor Strata have ceased. Carry out an investigation immediately.
Oh fuck, they're about to go through here. Oh no.
Unable to locate the AWOL soldier. Nothing else to report.
Wow, they didn't even sweep the area. They're just like, poke their heads up like, I have nothing here.
They couldn't find the AWOL soldier. You would think that that would at least be grounds for a caution alert, but no. And that guy's stuck in the locker for a while. He ain't coming out of there. What's that hunger in this thing? Well, hello there, Cypher.
Raiden, watch your back. That's a cipher, a type of UAV.
If it spots you, it will alert enemy personnel.
Look at that, he's wearing stealth
Exercise
camouflage.
extreme caution.
And a wig.
But you can use chaff to set up an interference field. That'll knock its sensors offline for a while. Try to locate some chaff. You can also destroy the engine or the camera. Some of the UAVs may be armed. Be careful.
Copy that.
Well, we don't have any chaff grenades.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money. Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home. Roger that. Holy! Alpha Zero, report. Damn it, cover the president! Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. This is crazy. Is that... Alpha Zero, respond. All Alpha, respond.
Raiden, the president's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
Alright, I'll head to Strut B. Right after I take a trip to Strut F. Look, I got jack shit in terms of... Oh, shit.
I got jack shit in terms of oh shit.
Yeah, because that Cypher was about to be on a direct course to spotting me.
You're like, nope, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
Nope, just a man hanging off the edge.
Nothing here.
The guy keeps scratching his ass.
Also, that was just to kind of tell the player that enemies will do infrequent checks.
Yeah.
We now have access to a gun, finally. I'm not this bad at eating! But this particular gun is the M9. Basically the tranquilizer gun from the tanker chapter.
E.
I have to be completely on the alert. Because I don't know where any other enemies could be coming from. They get arrested here, so...
Why are you late with your status report? What's going on? Respond. Communications
Damn it!
with F have ceased. Carry out an investigation immediately.
I hit him. I need some...
Oh, shit!
Oh my.
An additional unit sent to Strut F. Don't allow the enemy to escape. Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Reinforcements are on the way to Strut F. Intensify the level of security.
Did that guy just hit his head?
Yeah. Hello.
You're saying that, oh, we have another visitor.
There's a weird cat here.
It is indeed a strange cat. I wonder what the cat's looking for. How you doing, Boyd?
I am looking for attention. I am clean and have eaten, and I also may or may not have designed Miles Morales for Marvel Rivals.
I can offer pizza.
I mean, I said I already ate, but...
Are you really gonna turn down pizza?
No, but also I am needing attention. Please love me.
Pets.
Yay, pets.
But yes, this is Boyd. One of
Hi.
a very friendly cat who has an intense hyperfixation on Marvel Rivals currently.
Marvel Rivals, Marvel Rivals, Marvel Rivals, Marvel Rivals, Marvel Rivals, Marvel Rivals, Marvel Rivals.
And no one will ever know.
Why was he shaking his ass?
Because I held him at gunpoint and I got his dog. But I also shot him in the dick, so the tranquilizer took immediate effect. If I hit him in the heart, it would have been instant as well, but his dick and his head are basically the two places that will knock him out immediately.
Raiden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Poke the fox.
Hanging?
Poke the fox. Poke the fox. Also, work was so damn slow today. There's just nothing to do. We are starving for work. Absolutely famished.
Okay, we're at Strip B. And oh my goodness, this looks like the Grey Fox hallway.
Fucking Revengeance Raiden shows up here and cuts your head off.
It looks like they were all cut with a blade. Hey, look at this. This looks straight out of MGS1. Heck, they all kind of look like the Genome Soldiers.
Get your cameras right and ask.
But yeah, I grabbed the M9 because at the very least we can take care of the enemy instead of just avoiding them. And they're all equipped with M4s. Oh, gee! You got hit in the chest. Oh, you got stabbed by a throwing. Okay. So this is what happened to Boomer.
Oh shit.
Oh, is that Vamp?
Death by 1,000 cuts? Jesus Christ, fam. Come on, you already cut him in his arteries. Why'd you gotta finish him off with a throat slit? That's just uncalled for.
People will remember me for about 5 minutes for trivial questions and nothing else.
And for other dumb shit that happens in this game, and then later on, Metal Gear Solid 4.
I will always be forgotten.
What's going on?
I will never be like,
No, it's called
even if I have a
because
nice...
it's bisexual.
It's like, I will never be remembered, even though I have a great voice actor.
Amazing voice actor, but his this character has no interest.
Not even
He's
at
most
the time.
remembered for being bisexual.
Go ahead. Tell me 3 fun facts about Vamp, Void, that you know of offhand.
He is bisexual. He is definitely not a vampire. He is a bad guy.
See, those are obvious facts. I said fun facts.
Well, this one's not really
What,
fun,
it's not
but
fun
he was actually buried underneath a church after it was bombed, and he survived until he was rescued by feasting on the flesh and blood of the people who died there.
Yeah, that's not a fun fact. That's a horrifying fact, which is perfectly in line for Metal Gear.
But it is a fact that not a lot of people know. He is voiced by Phil Lamar.
Well, why was that so sensual?
Also, that is a Predator reference.
Or rather, 6.
Yeah.
And that is a Victor Zsasz reference.
Did he just glide?
Get down!
I will say this, he doesn't have the worst kind of introduction. And Howdy Gray's writing. Looks like one more seal is still around.
Or.
Different kind of seal.
And believe it or not, the M4 rifle was originally going to be in the PS1 Metal Gear Solid game. Ow! Also, here's something interesting that you'll find. So Ryan's using the M4. Or wielding it.
Strange smell.
Also, he's the only one whose breath you can see in this game.
You smell like... Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Stun me right here. Right off the bat.
Right?
Yeah, Queen?
Are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
I'm spinning like a ballerina.
Tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
How was he able to fire that? Think about that for a moment. Because if what the Colonel said was true earlier, and even the Steel's weapons are ID locked...
Hold on.
Well,
I'm not an
think of
enemy.
it.
Calm down.
Snake's what? I mean, nondescript.
Look, we know he
seal
sounds like
tossed the
Snake,
weapon.
but there's no way this can be Snake.
My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Okay, let's face it, this is suspect as hell.
David Hayter.
Who is he fooling?
Are you a Navy SEAL?
Hey, General Soul. Hope you're doing alright today.
How did you get in?
Fast rope descent.
Oh, hello,
Navy
friend.
chopper.
Hello, new friend.
Have I seen you before?
But yeah, I don't know what Kojima was trying to do with this one because,
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
it's obvious who this guy is.
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded. Huh? Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
You should have a lot of
Part the
questions,
Army's Force 21
nondescript.
trials.
Force 21. That's about tactical
Pliskin.
IT
My
deployment,
name
right?
is Pliskin.
Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80, advanced,
VR, huh?
but realistic in every way.
Yes,
A virtual grunt
he
of
is
digital
basically
age
saying
says great.
he used
That's
the
far
VR
more effective
missions,
than live exercises.
You don't get injured in VR, do you?
which is actually included in the Master
Every year, a
Collection.
few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
But there's actually a meta element to this.
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
How many people can you say? How many kids have you?
The Alpha team from
Do
Navy
you
SEAL
think
10 is
have
dead.
actually
No, a
joined the
single
military
survivor.
because
Kids wired with
of what they've seen in
nanomachines.
video games?
I mean, isn't
What
that
about
what
the
Call of Duty
president?
is? It's
Looks
just
like
a
they took him
psyop to make you
somewhere
want to be a
else.
soldier.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah. Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission.
Like the tagline for
No
the
one
series
can
is
know
"There's a
that we're
soldier in
involved.
all of us."
It's a little too late for that. What's up?
Take a look.
Iron Man, get back here. Also, because I am brain rotted, I find myself. Oh god, who are you behind me?
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
I really just let a Black Widow sneak up on me. Goddamn. Anyway, I was kind of wondering if Metal Gear would be a fit for like as a setting for like a character-based
Give me a
competitive
few minutes.
multiplayer game. Hero shooter, MOBA,
Must
fighting
have lost a
game,
few more
one of
points.
those.
I mean, Metal Gear Online allowed you to play as different Metal Gear Solid
What was
characters.
that man just now?
I thought it was just like
That
you had a
blood-sucking
chance of
freak.
being the tiny Metal Gear
Vamp.
or Snake.
No, in MGS3,
He's Romanian,
MGS4,
a wizard with
and
knives, as you
MGS5, you
The
could
way
play
he
as
moved didn't seem
some of the
human.
characters in
You
the
won't see
game.
that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special
Oh yeah,
forces
Dead
unit
Cell
created by
actually
President
had
George
a lot of
Sears.
developmental
The name was
changes
originally
over the
intended
course
to
of the
reflect
game's
its
development.
anti-terrorist
There were
functions.
more
The unit would launch
members
unannounced
of
assaults
Dead
on
Cell,
government
but
complexes
some of
for
them
the
were
ultimate
cut.
terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after U.S. allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's
Oh
not a
yeah,
lot
this
of
is
difference
footage of
between
where
heroes and
Snake
madmen.
had the FAMAS
You're
rifle.
saying Snake is still
The
alive
FAMAS
and
was
pulling
cut from the
another
final
one?
game, but the
No,
footage
he's
we
not
just
involved
saw
in this
is the
one.
only
His body
remaining
was positively
footage
ID'd 2 years ago.
of the FAMAS in the final game,
Snake is dead.
And buried.
as well as the sequence where you're supposed to escape the tank.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell.
Way to waste your
hold
ultimate,
down.
Magic.
You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here? Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
Also, I checked yesterday, and sadly, Paladin servers are
Keep it
down.
anyway. May come in handy. Take this too.
Ah, a proper pistol.
Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Bravo Zero. Currently at
La
the
pistola.
constructs B and C. The president is. Damn, I can't hit this
The
thing.
president is
It's like
what?
some bad dream.
The president is
Alpha,
what?
anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
The president is
Answer him?
Dr. Octopus! Am I wrong?
They're dead
The
now.
PC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plant's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
Isn't it strange how this seal has nano communication?
Hey, what's your name?
Right? Odd.
Raiden.
God, magic in the classic X-Men skin is so caked up.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
Imagine if you would have just told him that his codename is Snake. How funny would that be?
Oh, I seem to be dead.
Now, you want to see something interesting, boy? Or Fox?
1 second. Yes.
Okay, so he's asleep, right?
Correct.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Damn! What?
Wakes up quick as a flash.
I tranquilized him. If you were to actually shoot him, he would actually fire back, and if you piss him off enough, it'll get to a point where whenever you get close to him, he will open fire on.
Let's not piss off the snake, though. That seems like a bad idea.
And I know people are going to say, spoilers! Look, that is exactly who you think it is.
Like, it's obvious.
Jack, it's me.
Everything okay, Rose?
Don't you need to save the mission data?
Oh yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
Yes.
Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's
You're
okay.
beginning to get on my What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
Jesus,
I'd rather you figure
Raiden!
it out. It's important.
How important?
Did you hear what he
Important
just
enough,
told Rose?
And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems
What a
more
weirdo.
appropriate. I need
What
all
the
the help
hell?
I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay. I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do
Get
everything
real.
I can to help you.
That's so cute. Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
Get real. I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact
Definitely
you as soon as I
not.
find out something.
I love how during that one when I pressed it, he literally told Rose that she's getting on his nerves.
Wow.
Wow, what a dick.
I know.
Yeah, do you see one of the many reasons why I don't like Raiden? Like, one of many reasons.
Well, Snake does the same thing to Otacon during the Tanker chapter. Now we have a new gun, the SOCOM. Yes, the very same from the first game.
I thought people hated Raiden because he's not Snake.
That was a big part of it, but these days it's people don't like him because of the fact that, well, you hear how whiny he is. Also, interestingly enough, the dynamic here with the two pistols. Okay, I'm gonna go to this next cutscene and I will probably show it if need be, but I come in unequipped. And he equips the SOCOM, which is fitting because now he has a fucking pistol. So as you see here, he enters the cutscene with the SOCOM. Fairly innocuous.
Interesting.
But wait until we get into the next cutscene. Also, those bullets are whizzing by everywhere. Are they not worried about hitting the president?
Sorry, my app crashed.
Yeah, I love that jacket.
My app crashed.
Marvel Rivals crashed?
What the hell is
No, Discord.
Oh, good.
Yeah, if I for some reason I'm on mobile, and if I try to read a blocked message drop down, it's
This is
it
impossible.
breaks.
Nothing will hit her. Is she the one they call Fortune?
And she's wearing a Navy suit. Just one arms the president. Uh-oh. Briefcase.
Queen.
Briefcases in action movies are never good.
Don't let them take the
never good
president!
news.
That was a
That's
brief...
rude.
Huh? What, Boyd?
I was saying that briefcases in action
Ready,
movies are
grenades!
never good news, but I got distracted by suddenly the entire enemy team.
An M203 grenade.
A dud.
Also, keep in mind, it was clear that they should have seen right.
Yep.
But how does an M203 grenade just not hit?
Today is
Or
another
another blow up.
bad day.
And I'm pretty sure it actually struck her, at least on the foot.
Is there anyone here that can give me happiness?
Depends on the kind of happiness you're looking for. Jesus! They all just went flying!
Yep.
Oh shit, the guy's still hanging on. So I don't think they died. I want to think that they didn't die.
At least that guy has the highest chance of living.
Yeah, because he at least had something to soften his landing.
I'm so sorry, my beauties. I'll see you again someday.
Oof, one got toasted. Two got toasted. 3, 4.
3, 4,
I'm
5, 6. God damn!
She was killing almost the entire flock. But how? None of them got hit. Not even the shot. Cardiac arrest?
Colonel, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was wiped out.
I see.
What happened to the cargo choppers?
Both of them are at the bottom of the harbor. Looks like your new hosts have a Harrier too.
A Harrier? What is this?
Calm down. It just means they anticipated the
Not a
attack.
chance. What?
Besides, since the SEALs drew their fire, your infiltration went off without a hitch. On top of that,
right.
we know their defensive capabilities.
Are you saying this was all a feint?
Raiden, get a hold of yourself. The entire mission is in your hands now. Do you understand?
That's going a bit too far.
There's no time for questions. They could
Gotta agree with
assign
Raiden on that
retaliate
part.
for that failed assault.
You mean
Why
the
don't you do
hostages?
They could be in danger, yes.
Damn.
But we need to consider the possibility that they'll blow the whole shell.
Why don't you do
If that toxic spell does take
Okay.
place,
God
it'll
damn it.
devastate not only the harbor, but poison the coastline
This
for
is randomly
generations.
done too.
Raiden, we've had to adjust the mission objectives.
You look
The
lost.
priority is now on removing those C4s that the terrorists wired over the big shell.
You look
The
lost.
president can wait, but this
No
can't.
doubt. Colonel, you know I'm no bomb disposal expert.
That's not a problem. The Bravo team brought an explosives pro in with them.
Exactly.
He was supposed to stand by on strut C.
Yay,
according
won
to
my
their
first
mission
game today.
plan. You should find him
Why
there.
don't you do
Oops.
it? Is this according to simulation too?
What are you talking about? Get to strut C and find him.
Why don't
Understood. But I need to ask you something before I go.
Make it quick.
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean. They couldn't hit her no matter how hard they tried. And that vampire too, it's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Jack, snap out of it.
And you, Rose, I can't believe you're on this mission. I keep thinking I'll wake up.
Raiden, this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
But nothing seems real.
I've made up my mind to stay with you. Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
Thank you, Rose. And I won't let you be just a dream.
Are
The
you
hell
too
was that
dumb?
supposed to be?
Raiden, you're needed on Strut C.
Definitely not.
I just love those button presses. Just makes Raiden sound like it just sounds like a smart ass.
This is weird, knowing Raiden from Revengeance.
And seeing how all of this started.
Just seeing how different he is here.
Well, we all had our start somewhere, and keep in mind, as far as he's aware, he's a member of Foxhound. We just came across the members of Dead Cell, which we've never heard of until now. It's like, is all of this starting to sound familiar to anyone?
This sounds very familiar.
Okay, so
we played this game before.
So I have the M9 equipped. What was that?
Unlike the.
And look at that! He has the M9 in the cutscene.
Yeah.
Freeze!
Don't shoot.
You a cop?
I'm not in
Second?
YPD. I came in with the Bravo team.
That ain't second.
Who are you with? And what happened to SEAL Team 10?
They're all dead.
All of them? That's bad.
Did I tell you you could move?
It's all right. He's not one of the bad guys.
Pliskin, where did you get
Don't
here?
go pointing that thing everywhere, kid.
It's just a tranquilizer
with his
gun,
leg.
Pliskin. Don't be a bitch.
What's your name?
My name is Peter. Peter Stillman.
Lecturer at Nav Scolio at Indian Head. Also a consultant for the NYPD bomb squad.
A poor
And
old
he's voiced
man
by
who got
Greg
dragged along
Eagles.
for this picnic.
I thought you'd retired.
I'm sure people can recognize his voice.
Can't keep up with everybody, as you can see.
I mean, I don't have stream
The
audio,
famous
so.
church got wiped off the map.
You're not-
thanks to me.
you're not
Too many
listening?
lives inside.
Yeah,
All I
look,
lost
look
was
at
this
if you look at the Discord, Joseph's reading it there.
So you're the bomb disposal.
So Greg Eagles, I believe he is the voice of Rip. Oh, good luck with the finals,
Kid,
young
this
soul.
is the bomb disposal guy.
Yeah,
Open
good
any
luck.
explosives
You got
disposal
this.
textbook and you'll see his name.
Just ain't
Also,
your
this
history now.
photo. Please tell me I'm not the
Why
only
did they
one
bring
who
you out of
sees it.
retirement then?
Because the terrorist
I see
group
Steve
here
Harvey
includes one
too.
of my students, the Emperor of Explosives,
Yes.
Fat Man. He
Did you
built
see
an
it too,
atomic bomb
Fox?
when he was only 10.
Yep.
I created him in a sense.
And that's why you're here.
I'm pretty rusty. I was supposed to supervise the bomb disposal. Looks like it was taken care of before I had my turn.
I wouldn't say that. There are at least 2 people here who can claim to be experts at bomb disposal.
Are you two with SEAL Team 10? I didn't see you at the mission briefing.
Yeah, I can vaguely hear Grim when I
No,
hear Stillman
we're
talk.
with another squad. My name is Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade. Honored to meet you, sir.
Mr. Pliskin, do you have any experience with explosives disposal?
Don't worry about me. And he looks young, but he can do it. But we need more manpower.
I'm,
What's your name?
Raiden.
That's an odd name.
Any other survivors?
Doesn't
was
sound as
also
odd as
an
Iroquois
engineer.
Pliskin.
An engineer?
And Pliskin seemed to have healed well
A
because
skin
his
guy. He went in with us.
Where is he?
I haven't seen him since that skirmish.
Was he killed?
I don't think so. I didn't find his body.
I see.
They told me he was a security systems architect for the big shell.
Why would they take a civilian along?
Everything in this structure is computer controlled. He was supposed to get
Doesn't
us
that
passed
look
off for security
familiar?
measures.
I never heard anything about that.
He had official orders with him.
We'll leave that for later. Right now, we need to figure out how to deal with all the
Who
bombs.
have,
But
where
there's
have
no
we
one left
seen
from
that
the SEAL's
hairdo
EOD
glasses
squad.
before?
Yup. So we have to do it
Indeed.
ourselves.
But I've never defused a bomb before. Hold on a sec.
Off to confer with the CO again.
How Snake already sounds tired of this shit.
Glad to hear Stillman is safe. Assist him in any way possible to clear the C4 from the structure.
Colonel, you know I've never been trained in bomb disposal.
It's all right. The man you're working with is the best in the field. All you have to do is follow his directions. You will, of course, keep your identity and mission objectives to yourself.
Is it true that an engineer came in with Stillman?
I wasn't informed of that. It's probably something the SEALs decided on their own. There are more important issues at hand, Raiden. The enemy may retaliate for the failed assault.
That's exactly
Get
it.
those C4s neutralized now.
Why don't you do it? I'm not qualified for bomb disposal.
Jack, it's me.
Rose?
You can do this. Trust me.
You haven't had bomb disposal training per se in VR, but you're more than capable of handling C4.
This is a little different from using C4.
You're up for this. You know that.
Raiden has
How about it, kid? Are the results in yet?
Why don't you do it?
That'll
There's
never
no
get
need
old.
to think about this so much. You won't actually be dismantling the bomb. That's not for amateurs. What we'll try here instead is a temporary freezing measure. Here, look at this.
That is a fucking unit.
This is a C4 bomb.
Like, you see, that is not a stick of C4. That is a brick.
It's live. You can see it pulsing.
That is not a
I
small amount of
spray this on the
exploding
sucker.
Play-Doh.
That looks like a satchel charge.
The spray freezes the detonator instantly.
How long does the effect last?
There's no way the thing can detonate in this condition. Even if you leave it alone, it'll stay out of commission for at least 24 hours.
That's enough time.
If we had the manpower, I'd recommend complete disposal. But this will have to do. The spray can be used from several yards away. Now check the floor, ceiling, walls, under a table, everywhere. Try to imagine the locations the bomber would choose.
That won't be easy. We don't know a thing about Fat Man.
Is there anything that'll help us locate the bombs?
Here, take this with you. It's what they call an ion mobility spectrometer. It can recognize ionized gas emitted by C4s.
The what?
In other words, that little gadget sniffs out C4's scent.
That's right. I've established a link up with your radar network, so any scent detected will be represented visually. Have the sensor activated and keep your eye on the radar.
What if he's using some other odorless substance?
That is a valid question.
I know Fat Man well. I know how into his own aesthetics he is.
Signatures?
Yes.
Jesus, that
on
guy looks
every
like
bomb
Goldfinger.
he builds, he always leaves a trace of the cologne he uses. The sensor also picks up that
Like, you
particular
know
scent spectrum.
what Goldfinger looks like, right, Fox?
Is that something he learned
Yeah.
from you?
Looks
I'm
like,
not.
It was
looks
his
like
own
him,
quirk.
doesn't it, Fox?
He wouldn't work by any rules except his own, and he followed them.
Possibly.
And common sense wasn't one of his strong points. I thought I taught him everything I knew. I have no children of my own, and I thought I found a son in him. He had the right stuff, you know. There's something very unusual about an ability like that. Even at Indian Head, he got special treatment. I remember some people called him one of the fat cats. Maybe that's what started all this. I didn't teach him the most important thing I had to tell him. There are some things you have to pass on. The trick is to know which one. Right. All I taught him was skills. And now I have to stop him from using it to destroy us all.
Let's see how well that sensor works.
All right. I'm activating them. Watch. You see the green stuff on the radar? That's a visual representation of the C4 scent detected by the sensor.
It's a pretty big area, isn't it?
Don't complain. It's better than nothing.
Just activate the sensors and search the area, okay?
All right.
Don't forget that you need the radar to use the system. Log into the node at every strut and turn the radar on.
We have to keep out of the enemy's sight, too.
Because the radar gets knocked offline when we're spotted?
Yep.
Exactly. Fat Man would have allotted some C4s here in Strut C as well.
Here?
I know the structure of this facility, and if he wants to take out the plant, where he would target.
You know this for sure?
Of course. I taught him the techniques he uses. His ideas are based on my theories. Demolition is a kind of ideology. It makes no exceptions for time or place. Big Shell consists of 2 hexagons joined end on end, north to south. There should be packets of C4s on each of the vertices, or the struts in this case. You need at least that to take a building of this integrity out.
6 on shell 1, another 6 on shell 2. A total of 12 bombs at least.
Considering the shell's architecture and composition from an engineering standpoint, that's my conclusion, and it's exactly what he would have decided as well.
But something doesn't smell right about all of this. No pun intended.
Indeed.
Kid, this place is all yours. I'll take care of shell 2.
Take this.
What's this?
Security card, issued to Shell personnel. The Big Shell security layout includes varying levels of clearance. The clearance level is identified by the number printed on these doors. Raiden, your card key can open doors with security clearance level 1. Pliskin, your card can get you into level 3 areas. You'll need it to get next door to Shell 2.
How did you get this?
That engineer I told you about gave it to me. He was supposed to program a set of all access cards once we were on site. Unfortunately, this card won't get you into every area of this structure.
We'll have to deal with the remaining security lockouts as they come up. Let's get going. You stay here.
No, I'm going.
The two of us can handle it, don't worry.
But...
You'll just slow us down with that leg of yours. There's a war going on here. I don't have time to babysit anymore.
Damn, that's bold.
Why don't you just let us handle the grunt work? You can tell us what to do over the radio, like in the original mission plan.
All right.
It snakes out, it's so
I'll give you
exasperating.
instructions from here. I may also need to prepare a backup plan just in case.
In case of what?
Good luck to both of you. This is a dangerous one.
Who dares, wins.
That's an odd thing
if
to
anything
say.
comes up, let me know.
Yep.
The frequency is 140.25.
Good luck, kid. I'll see you later. Semper Fi.
Another weird thing to say from a SEAL. Well, not
That
really
man's
that
no
weird.
SEAL. I don't even think he's a Navy man.
What?
Semper Fi.
That's a Marine thing.
Marine Corps talk.
But aren't the SEALs and the Marines still part of the Navy?
Don't tell the Marines
Team
that.
leaders stay in the CP and give orders with those headphones. And as far as I know, SEALs keep their officers away from the field.
I don't know about that.
And Who Dares Wins is a model of the British Special Air Service.
That's a reference to MGS1. Actually, because, well... Where else have we heard that before?
Is he one of the terrorists
before?
then?
No, somehow I don't think so. If there's someone to suspect, I'd put my money on you.
It's the sneaking suit, isn't it? And the hair.
Just take care of those bombs for now.
What about you? They could be back in this area soon.
I'll hide out in this pantry for a while. If I lock the door, it should be all right. Plenty of food in here too, so you don't need to worry about me. I'll give you instructions.
Imagine if that was a freezer.
Oof.
Good luck, kid. Bomb disposal is a face-off with your own mortality. Don't let the fear get to you. When you give in to the fear, the darkness comes.
Well, okay then.
That's right, Luna. This is Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid 2. Well, the HD version, which technically makes this Substance, but...
Oh, so hello.
But how you doing, Luna?
Luna Snow?
Also, I'm just gonna be carrying this SOCOM with me. I'm sure we won't find anything out untoward. Holy shit!
Well, damn.
Hey, you gotta
Just
react
right off
to-
the bat there.
Just start shooting at a box. But there's a reason why I shot the box. And I actually destroyed the box, too. That was one sturdy box, but, did you notice that that was actually multiple boxes in one?
Yeah.
That was a multi-layered box! Fuck!
There's someone else here. Send backup ASAP.
Fuck, that was not... Ah! Oh, fuck this. There's only a limited amount of reinforcements these bastards can bring in.
You seem to be getting shot up.
I am aware. I love how they're chasing after me, like... That actually worked.
Reinforcements are on the way to Strut D. Intensify security measures.
This is Raiden. Disposal of the C4 in Strut D is complete. Explosives were planted on the maintenance hatch.
That's not like him.
Anything wrong?
Maybe. Pliskin's reported other locations too, and none of them are effective demolition points.
What do you mean?
It means that they wouldn't be the best places to choose if you wanted to destroy this place.
Are you saying they don't plan on blowing the shell up?
It certainly seems that way. So far we haven't seen anything but a waste of good explosives. Unless, of course, we're missing something.
A trap?
He couldn't have overlooked the fact that I would be called into this. There's something going on.
So, that did not turn out very well for me. Maybe instead of having it as previous, I'll just do unequip. Because that could have been easily preventable. Oh, come on. You tell me there's no way down here to get into the strut? Oh yeah, there's also some asshole with binoculars here. Oh, strut E! Oh shit.
step. And you recycle.
Nope. Do I have to do the Patrick gag?
I don't know, maybe.
Where it's like the episode of SpongeBob where Gary and the SpongeBob and Squidward start meowing and then Patrick throws the freaking boot. Just hits Squidward square in the face. Does anyone remember that episode?
I always forget about the episode where they turn to snails.
It's the only way
A
to
cybernetic
describe it. Kind
ninja?
of cyborg mutant
Also, that
could be
voice.
restored.
What?
Are you hiding something from me?
Olga, are you sure it wasn't an Arsenal Tengu?
Don't be a fool. Think I wouldn't
It
know
is
the
her.
difference? I've never seen field gear like that ever.
Alright, we'll intensify.
If anyone's forgetting, last time I saw Olga, she was tranquilized on the tanker.
I saw a man
Yep.
hiding under a cardboard box.
Where?
On the connecting bridge to Shell 2.
Cardboard box.
Believe me this time.
I've seen someone use that box trick before. We'll lay a trap on the Shell 2 connecting bridge.
Over and out then.
Not familiar with the voice she was talking to.
Freeze! You must be one of Dead Cell.
Of course not. What a thing to say.
Drop your gun!
Not a chance.
Why do they always jump?
Damn, Raiden, you must have terrible eyesight.
Must have a terrible taste in women, too.
Okay.
I saw a female soldier. Russian. Must be Olga Gerlukovich. How do you know? Unlike you, I've been briefed. She's not a Dead Cell? No. She commands a Russian private army. They must be the ones patrolling the big shell. That's right. She's led the group ever since her old man, Colonel Gerlukovich, died. Watch yourself with her. She's a tough one.
You look lost.
Raiden, I don't think you should be the one calling Pliskin lost. He looks more here than you do, buddy.
Yep.
There we go. Now we can manually call Stillman.
Raiden here. The C4 reported on the roof of Strut E has been taken care of. Explosives were planted on the Harrier 2 stationed on the roof.
You're taking too much time.
My cat wants to say hi.
There's no time, Raiden. I've got my hands full here, so it doesn't look like I can help you. It's in your hands.
Damn.
Well done. It looks like there are no more bombs in that strut. Now, head for the other struts.
The only reason it took me this long to get here is because I got spotted. Although, if you actually dispose the bombs more quickly than that, and then you contact Stillman, he'll actually compliment you for working really fast. But, geez, that was kind of harsh from Stillman.
Still, some good details, though.
Yeah. Do you have any more items here? You don't. Well then, I guess there's only one thing left to do.
Joseph, no. God damn it, he's doing it again. Boyd, he's doing it again.
What? What is he doing again?
He tossed a motherfucker off a cliff.
No!
Off a
For fuck's
cliff?
sake, Joseph.
Stop throwing these guys into the ocean!
What's with you and tossing people over a cliff, Joseph?
First of all, it's not a cliff.
No.
It's
God damn it, no. No, Joseph, put him down. On solid ground! Oh, God damn it!
For all you know, there could be sharks in the water. Or worse, dolphins.
Look, I'm just gonna
Dolphins are
send him
worse.
there, so it looks like he tried to have a suntan.
Okay, what about the first guy you tossed into the ocean? I'm pretty sure he's meeting Jabberjaws and SpongeBob.
Okay, duly noted. Iron Fist cannot 1v2 a tank. A pair of tanks, rather.
Are you happy now? Fox is probably likely. Fox already knew what I was gonna do originally, but.
Yep. God damn it, Joseph.
I tried to make the town halls cheaper, but it didn't work.
Come on, you knew. You knew. Hold on. You ain't waking up on my watch. By the way, there we go. One radio down.
By the way, it's weird that I think Snake and old Nick Fury are pretty similar.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Nick Fury could be an inspiration. Oh, you wanna know how you can wake these guys up really quick? Just spray them with the coolant.
Freeze!
Or is that going to send anybody? Because we effectively destroyed his radio. We basically made it so that he can't contact anyone, so... The transport gaming software. Oh yeah, a zone at the enders, effectively. Hey! Hey, hey, hey! Let me in. Let me in. No. Are you kidding me? Do I just have to stop moving completely? Yeah, that's what it was. So, here I go. Who knows where I'm going to be ending up? Additional... Wow, digital camera. Nice. So I can't even get out the door because of the fact that I don't have the security clearance. But yeah, if you do have the cardboard box, you can get around the big shell easier with the cardboard boxes.
Boxes! Boxes!
Box!
Oh! We should have a conversation with Pliskin about the box, don't we?
Yes.
Maybe one of those boxes is extra small and maybe you can name it Tim.
Raiden, I'm done with one more C4. This one was in a spot so narrow, I had to crawl in to get at it.
Okay.
Raiden, don't ever turn your back on that Olga woman. Olga Gerlukovich, daughter of Colonel Sergei Gerlukovich, ex-GRU and former Spetsnaz commander. She's the leader of Colonel Gerlukovich's private army that's been wandering around the Big Shell. Those men were gathered by Colonel Gerlukovich. Following his death, she inherited his command and now exercises full control. Her father's name was widely respected throughout the old Soviet regime, and he was the goal of just about every military man.
Why would a respected soldier become a leader of those cutthroats?
The collapse of the Republic resulted in a lot of unemployed soldiers. Most found themselves suddenly cast out into the civilian world, hopelessly lost. The colonel took these men in. He organized a mercenary army and led his men from battle to battle in various disputed regions around the world, hoping that one day he would rebuild his homeland. Rumor has it that during the Shadow Moses incident, he planned a rendezvous with Liquid Snake's men and assist in their uprising. I assume that the revolt figured into his reconstruction plans for the Soviet regime. I also heard that Ocelot, Liquid's right-hand man, was an old friend of the Colonel's back in the old days of the Soviet Union. In any case,
Question,
Olga
how do you know who
inherited
Liquid
her
Snake
father's
is?
military genius and has become a force to be reckoned with. She was born and raised on the battlefield, and she's as tough as she looks. Not my ideal choice for a date.
You sound like you've met her.
No, I haven't had the pleasure. Just remember what I
I mean,
said.
to be fair, she
Don't
does
turn
sound
your
like the
back
kind
on
of,
her.
Yep.
She would probably make an excellent date.
Tell me a little more about Dead Cell.
Dead Cell was a shadow unit within the SEALs organization.
I'm sorry, but this is not what I've been trying to say.
Vamp is a member of Dead Cell. Born in Romania,
Well, we at
his
least
specialty
get
is
a little bit of
knives,
his backstory.
But I guess you know that by now. When he was just a kid, he lost his family to a terrorist bomb that went off in a church they were attending. His body pierced by a crucifix, Vamp was buried under the rubble for 2 days before he was finally rescued. During those 2 days, he survived by feeding on the blood of his family to quench his thirst. That was how he acquired a taste for blood.
So that's why they call him Vamp.
No, Vamp isn't for vampire, it's because he's bisexual. Rumor has it, Vamp was the lover of Scott Dahl,
Correlation,
the Marine
please?
commandant
I
who
don't
accidentally died
know
2 years
what
ago.
the correlation is.
I can tell
He's
you.
also the father of Fortune, the Dead Cell leader.
Fortune's old
Oh,
man?
vamp is just
Fortune
another
Vamp.
word for
Noticed, eh?
bisexual.
Not bad for a rookie.
All right.
As you say, Vamp and Fortune
Not
are
a
very
chance.
close. Not lovers, but very close.
Exactly it. Friends?
No, there's more to their relationship than that.
But Vamp was her father's lover.
Would it have been better if it was with her mother?
Well,
I don't really think they care what you think. Focus on the mission.
Damn.
by the way, have you ever met the guy before?
Kojima trying to be
No.
progressive.
But he seemed to know you.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Whatever.
No, it can't
Whatever. What?
be. Nothing. I told you the Dead Cell is a group of madmen. I wouldn't
So it
take
said
anything
that they
say
met.
very seriously.
So that does insinuate that the two have met before.
What do you know about that strange woman?
You mean Fortune?
That is a very dark story with Fortune.
Fat Man. Supposedly he...
Ah, why won't you do it,
Pliskin,
Pliskin?
I saw someone wearing a cardboard box just now.
Oh.
A box? I don't know anything about that. You sure you weren't imagining things?
Of course I'm sure. Do you think it's one of the members of Dead Cell?
How should I know?
I don't want to fight someone like that.
Why not?
Because it looks so dumb. Anyone who's willing to be seen like that must be completely insane. I mean, he's a psycho, there's no question about it.
Oh. Yeah.
He's so offended.
Damn.
So offended.
Raiden, don't get yourself worked.
Oh, come on, Steak.
Pliskin, what do you know of...
Ah,
Pliskin, SEAL Team...
He was so
Pliskin,
offended.
you seemed pretty focused on the Navy captain. Something catch your eye?
Yeah. Remember the handcuffs were cut? There was something on the other end of that.
Do you know what it was?
Well, No. Forget it.
What do you mean, forget it?
Just what I said. Forget it. Talk to you later, kid.
well,
Hey, Pliskin, were you really a SEAL?
That's what I told you.
But
But what?
nothing.
Listen, kid. You're on a mission. Thinking about anything else can get you killed.
Real.
get
The
real.
cardboard box that you have is ideal
There we
for
go.
fooling your enemies. It's a very important tool for infiltration missions.
Really?
Of course. I can't begin to count the number of agents whose lives were saved by a cardboard box.
You mean everyone's using them?
Look, I'm not exaggerating when I say the success of your mission hinges on how you use that cardboard box. But in the end, a cardboard box is only made of paper. Handle it with care, or it won't be much use to you. You know, I've lost a couple thanks to you.
You think Solace, like, also, like, sometimes just hides in a cardboard box?
With care.
Also, did you hear what he said there?
It'll take care
Did you
of
hear what he said there?
Don't think of it as just
What'd he say?
box.
I lost a
Treat it with
couple of
love.
box. I
Don't be
lost a
rough,
couple of them thanks to you. That confirms that that Pliskin was the one who was in that box.
Be careful. There are claymore mines around there.
Who is this?
Stealth-equipped claymore mines, invisible to the naked eye.
Oh, that's an accent.
Use the mine detector.
Identify yourself.
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep
Gross.
Throat?
You again?
You mean from Shadow Moses?
Mr. X, then.
Ah, you again?
X gonna give it to you. X
Why
gonna
would
give
it
it to you.
matter if I called you Deep Throat?
Never mind about that.
Why did you contact me?
Let's just say I'm one of your fans.
X gonna give it to you.
He has.
Colonel,
He has one of
someone
those?
calling himself Mr. X just contacted me. Do you know anything about it?
No. And whoever it wasn't a burst transmission. The transmission was sent from within the big shell.
He called himself Deep Throat at first. Do you think...
I caught that part too. But the possibility of it being true is none. Gray Fox was the one who used that alias in Shadow Moses, and he's dead.
Is it an enemy trap?
Could be.
I
Exercise
still hate that they
extreme
killed off Gray
caution.
Fox.
Yeah.
I see you.
Sleepy time.
And yes, Fox, I'm sure you've noticed it already, but disposing of them with a tranquilizer.
Yep.
My eyes!
I know, I prefer
Look
the
up on
original
the-
red tint that Sons of Liberty had over the substance.
Oh god. This is just. That actually does hurt.
Now you see why I prefer the full red vision mode, right?
Yep.
You wanna know what the worst part is?
What?
MGS3 uses that same realistic style.
Yeah. Kitty, 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 kitty.
Gonna sabotage your your radio. Damn.
Freeze! This is Raiden. I just finished disposing of the C4 in Strut F. Found explosives on B1.
This is all wrong. This is something only an amateur would do.
What do you mean?
All the bombs that have been found so far don't appear to be in the right kind of locations. And the quantity of explosives isn't sufficient either.
Even Fat Man can make mistakes, right?
No, there's something else going on here. Get a move on with the disposal, right? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Do you think it's a trap?
I don't know, but I'm gonna tell Pliskin to watch his back too. Just hurry.
Also, Pliskin is such a terrible alias.
I should get that magazine, Joseph. Or wait, you're gonna hide first.
I wanted to get this first.
The situation is normal. All clear.
There was nothing wrong. Everything is all right.
They all acted like something is up. Don't you find that funny? They all acted like something was wrong, and then for a moment it's like, everything's okay.
They're just asleep on the job.
I just got a quadra-kill as Iron Fist. Hell yeah.
Plus, there's a reason why I wanted that card.
SOCOM suppressor.
Yes.
Also, Pliskin is a terrible alias.
Why do you say that?
Like, if you know anything about, like, the background of Metal Gear's development, you know where Snake got his name from.
Yeah, Escape from New York. Snake Plissken.
It is so fucking obvious.
But still, what's wrong with it? Actually, I wonder if we can talk to him about that. About where his name comes from.
One more bomb defused. There was one I managed to find only because I took a good look in first-person view. You should try it too. Shoot a fire extinguisher and the contents will spew out. It's probably a good way to distract the enemy. If you ever find yourself under pursuit, give it a try. Necessity is the mother of invention.
I thought it was
if you shoot
desperation.
those pipes along the to throw something.
I'm sure once you harass Plisken
Put
long
your
enough.
thermal gog. Widen. Look at the enemy. You can use the whole.
Stop poking me!
Folks.
I can imagine Snake actually saying that at one point. It's like, Jesus Christ, stop it!
Folks the cat. Folks the cat.
But like, I just imagine him doing the Warcraft's orc voice. Stop poking me!
Hello, Chu. How are you, friend?
Uchu? Uchu?
Yes.
There's an Uchu?
Why'd you do that?
There's an Uchu? Where's the Uchu? Uchu?
An enemy cannot shoot or pursue you if you disable his arm and leg.
Hey, thanks, Captain Obvious.
It's not like I was gonna kill him. What do you think I am?
Joseph, you tossed a guy into the ocean.
Look! He was looking at me funny.
They're wearing ski masks. They look at everyone funny.
That is no excuse. Yeah, no, fuck off. It's just another moment that Fox is not gonna let me live in. Now the ciphers you can actually take out pretty easily. Like so. There we go. The cipher went out, and all it took was shooting the camera. That can bite you in the ass later on if you're not careful, though. Just want to say. Because there's going to be a point where you're going to want to not shoot a cipher.
And why is that?
It's better if when I show you when we get to that point.
Freeze!
Okay, I cannot use Iron Fist's ult on flying targets. Good to know. I will just go flying past them.
Joseph, what are you doing? Oh, for fuck's sake, Joseph. So evil.
Oh god! Jeff, let me go!
This is if he even decides to step on it. Oh shit, there's another guard.
Who's there? Who's there?
What? Oh shit! Well, I was supposed to know that would have caused an alert. But you know what? It worked.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Sending reinforcements to the first floor strut A. Boost up security.
Who's there?
Joseph, you're on lethal.
Wait,
I don't like fighting Mr. Fantastic as I insist.
can I just say, Fox? I clearly struck him in the head.
Yeah, he should have died.
Yeah. I'll give him this. He has a thick skull. If he only managed to get wounded from it, instead of just outright dead.
By the way, it has been proven scientifically that if you do have an actual thick skull, you can survive quite a bit.
And that's probably why I got like 2-3 concussions, and I still managed to be A-okay.
I love you're like A-okay, but like you're like
It was not a proud look. The first one was not a proud moment for me.
It's okay. You know, I remember when I got in there with a support beam, but I turned out okay. Though I heard that there's no brain damage.
There's no brain damage. There's no brain damage.
Hey, Void, when did you get here?
Hi. Hello.
And I love that Void is just
plays along.
I'm having a good time.
You see, Void's just happy to be here.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is why Void is here. He's here to have a fun time. The horrors I have been unleashing notwithstanding. I think Void is like the only one who isn't too disturbed.
I'm doing alright.
I'm doing
I'm doing okay, Uchu.
I'm doing alright, Uchu.
I'm just engaging in cat nonsense.
Yes.
That
Void is
nonsense
on
includes
his...
kicking Magneto in the back of the head.
Void is on his cat bullshit.
That nonsense includes kicking Magneto in the back of the head.
I at the gym, getting strong.
Uchu is getting his grip gauge to level 3. I couldn't... Hold on, did I get the C4 here? Did I get the C4 here, Fox? I think I did, because it's not showing up on the sensor.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Also, digital camera.
He bullying the healers.
Freeze!
What?
What do you think? Loud ass explosion.
Hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby.
Joseph uses loud ass explosive. How'd they hear me?
But he's the only one alive. There should have been no reason. This game is rigged.
Oh, sure. Yeah, blame the game, Joseph. It's, you know, I believe you said it best one time. Skill issue.
But that did actually provide a decent moment to showcase the clearing scenario. When you go through an alert phase and you leave the room, when it goes into evasion phase, the enemy will do what's called clearing, meaning that they are going to search areas where you could be hiding to kind of flush you out.
Encounter the enemy request.
Oh, you! That's cheating! That's cheating! How dare you use binoculars?
Moderator, he's cheating. He's torn.
The fact that he was using binoculars. No! No! Okay? No! No. Okay, you know what? You know what? You know what? Ow!
Fox. Hook the fox. Hook the fox. Poke, 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 poke.
Noms. Noms cat.
Let go!
Damn it, Otacon!
Cat. Poke, 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 poke.
Cat, cat, cat.
Dispatching reinforcements to the AB connecting bridge. Exercise extreme caution.
Huh? Huh?
Ha! Couldn't get me with those binoculars this time, you fuck.
Yeah, bitch.
Hold the cat. Pokes the cat. I was aiming for your radio, but apparently I got you in the ass.
Ass!
Fuck, there's so much blood here.
I know, it looks like someone raided a blood bank.
Blood! Lots and lots of blood in a Metal Gear game, especially this Metal Gear game.
Does the cat work Friday?
The cat does not work Friday.
Plans to kidnap the
The
cat.
C4 in strut B has been disposed of. The wall containing the transformer panel was set to blow.
Good work. Only one more left to go.
This is Pliskin. Do you read me, Pete?
I'm here.
Whatever.
What's up?
Raiden, you need to hear this too.
I'm listening.
I checked out the bottom of strut H for you, Pete.
Wait, what's this about?
I asked Pliskin to look around. Knowing Fat Man, I can't shake the feeling that all the bombs so far were just wrong.
So did you find anything?
Yeah, a hell of a lot of C4s packed into the bottom of the strut. Pete called it right.
I knew he had the real thing up his sleeve.
So all the other ones were dummies?
No, they're a threat, all right. But the detonation wouldn't be enough to destroy the entire shell. But the C4s Pliskin found would inflict serious structural damage.
That's not the bad news either. These are sensor-proof.
What?
New model, I guess. The ionization sensor can't detect them. The whole thing is sealed tight to prevent vapor leak, and there's no trace of that cologne signature. Pete, looks like he fooled you.
Yes.
But you managed to find the thing anyway.
It was sheer luck.
Bombs that are invisible to the sensor?
Any ideas, Pete?
Are there more out there?
I'll go see for myself.
You can't move fast enough.
He's right. I can try the spray from a distance.
Hold on. There's something not right about this one. I can feel it.
Well, Pete, should I come back and get you?
No, there's no need. Raiden, you have one left to go, correct?
Right, except for those scentless ones.
How about you, Pliskin?
I have 2 left, not counting this one.
Okay. It'll have to be me. I have the level 4 card that'll get me into Shell 2 in any case.
You'll never make it. With that bad leg of yours, they'll spot you for sure.
That won't happen. I can walk just fine.
What?
I can even run.
What?
What do you mean?
That bomb, 5 years ago. I messed up. Even with all my experience, I lost it. And the church was lost in the explosion. All those kids playing nearby, too. These past 5 years, I've lived a lie.
Lied?
Yes, lied. I didn't lose my leg in the explosion. So many dead. All because of my mistake. All I could think about was hiding from the crime, shielding myself from the public outcry. I wanted people to be sorry for me, for my weakness. I faked being a victim myself because I couldn't bear to face the families of the real victims. This is no prosthetic. I can keep my footing on catwalks and hike over deserts. I lived my life so well I haven't even answered to myself for my sins. It was supposed to be a shield, and it's become a shroud instead. I've killed my soul by playing the victim. Instead of protecting me, it's made my life even more hellish.
What good can that do the victims?
I know. I'm a coward.
Hey, Pete.
God forgive me. I can walk with my own 2 feet, and I need them to stop Fat Man. His crimes are also mine. One of omission and arrogance. No one should teach the skills I taught him without a clear conscience. This is the only way I can diffuse my own sins.
I get you, Pete. That one's all yours. You got it, Raiden?
I understand.
Pete, I've taken care of guards in struts G and H of Shell 2. I wouldn't recommend you go into any of the other struts.
I owe you one.
I'll get back to freezing the baby bombs then.
You do that too, Raiden.
I'm on it.
I'll have the radio with me if you need to get in touch. Just don't ask for Peg Leg Peter. He's gone for good.
Well, that's quite a revelation.
Yes, Uchi, you're correct. Hello, not steak.
It's Iroquois Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Yeah,
But,
totally not Snake. Also, not Snake. Also not Snake.
Also, I am going to say that I do feel bad that Pete had to go through that.
Yeah. True, he shouldn't have lied.
Also created Vamp.
Yep.
No, he created
True,
Batman.
Yep. True, he shouldn't have lied about what happened, but at the same time, going through something like that. What? Okay.
Look, this is what I was trying to do.
Okay, I looked up the guy who voices Pete since he sounded familiar.
Greg
That's
Eagles.
Grim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg Eagles. I did mention that earlier.
Yes.
Well, I didn't hear you, or I wasn't there for it.
You were probably playing Rivals.
You were too busy with Rivals.
Freeze! Don't kill me.
They fall for it so easily. Did they not know?
Don't kill me.
By the way, you might want to call a doctor if you can't get that up within at least 4 hours.
Oh god, damn it, Joseph. Also, my cat Miss Kitty is here.
Hello, Cato.
Miss Kitty. Hi, Miss Kitty.
Oh, God.
Jack, do you remember the day we met?
I'm kind of busy right now, Rose.
You're right. Sorry.
I do remember.
Oh my
It was
god,
right
Rose.
after I transferred to New York.
Don't talk, Rose.
There are
Just,
all these
just
tourists
don't
around
talk.
you in front of the federal
All in
hall.
favor of skipping
A group
this?
of middle-aged Japanese
I-
ladies came up and asked me which
Nay.
building it was that King Kong was climbing in the
What,
movie.
did you say nay?
I said it was probably the Chrysler building. And then
You
showed
actually
up
are
and
willing
started
to listen to
mouthing
this,
off.
Boyd?
You were like, no, it's the Empire State.
I said the Chrysler building was in Godzilla.
We started
What about you,
arguing, and I
Uchu? Yay
forgot
or nay
all
on
about
listening
the
to
tourists.
this?
I was insisting that I was right, and you were doing the same.
I guess we have to live with this.
Tiebreaker.
I think we have to live with this
Japanese women
cringe.
had gone
I'm not gonna
away,
lie.
and we
Oh
ended
my
up going
god.
to the skyscraper museum to see who had the better recall.
We argued all the way to Battery Park.
Wait a
For
minute.
nothing.
Hold on a
Since the
minute. I
museum
just
was
realized
closed.
something.
We
What?
This ain't a democracy.
This ain't a democracy.
But in all seriousness, the Rose cutscene, the Rose conversations don't have much of a bearing on the story itself. And let's be honest here, this is the equivalent of listening to a boyfriend and girlfriend over Facebook complaining all the time.
By the way, which is all they do.
It just makes you wish they could all just shut the fuck up and go in the fire.
Also, Also, spoiler alert, Rose is not a good person.
Rations are military food provisions capable of life recovery.
Neither in 2
Select
nor
a
in 4.
ration in the menu display and press
Rose
the
is a good
confirmation
person?
button
I mean,
for life
strictly
recovery.
speaking, neither
if you
is Jack.
equip yourself with rations,
Also, listen
you
to
can automatically
listen to
recover
this
life
cutscene
the
regarding
moment it
rations.
hits 0. Field rations are not just emergency food. For a soldier, it's a vital factor in maintaining combat efficiency. Rations are the result of concentrated research and development efforts on the part of the U.S. military's cooking laboratory. Together with
They taste like
calories,
shit, though.
meticulous attention is focused on balance.
At least the Metal
nutrition.
Gear universe.
Freeze-dried, the rations are easy to carry and keep well. It ain't home cooking, but it'll satisfy your nutritional needs. What's on your mind?
Well, just between you and me,
Sure. What is it?
I prefer rations over Rose's home cooking.
Oh, damn.
Bad, huh?
Devastating.
Wow. You know, I'm all for any shit talking of Rose.
That's fucking devastating.
Wow.
Matt from SGB actually said it best. She can burn soup and she can burn water.
The consumption of the O2...
Okay, I'm wondering if he'll even mention the whole thing about his name Iroquois.
You see a likely...
Or it might be later on in the game after, well, we all know what's bound to happen at this point. I mean, he's called Iroquois Pliskin, but we all know who the fuck the guy is.
No, that's not Solid Snake.
Solid Snake's dead. What are you talking about? You're crazy, Joseph. Don't you know he died from an explosion? Totally dead.
Yes, for all we know, it could be someone else. It could even be Liquid. Hey, who knows? He could have survived. He could have survived the heart attack.
I have the last C4 frozen. There's nothing showing up on the sensor now.
Good work, Raiden.
You're way ahead of me, kid. I still have one to go.
How's your bomb, Peter?
It's a bomb, all right. Sealed C4 and in huge quantities.
All right.
You think there's another one in Shell 1?
For sure. Somewhere at the
Found
bottom of
in
Strut
kitchen.
A.
Why are you so certain?
If this bottom section of the strut is demolished, Shell 2 will be well on its way to destruction.
You mean that Shell 2 will actually sink?
Not immediately. There'll still be 5 struts left. But if Shell 1 loses a strut at the same time, it'll be a very different story. The big shell's structural integrity depends on a very exact balance. If both shells lose a strut each, the whole structure will tear itself apart under its own weight.
What do we do?
I mean, wouldn't losing that one bridge kind of throw off that
It makes
exact
combined use of a
balance?
neutron scintillator and a hydrogen bomb detector.
You brought that stuff with you?
Of course. I made the calibrations while I was in the pantry.
Does it work?
I just tested it, and it definitely responds. But the best I can do is a sound beacon, not the radar.
Sound?
The shorter the interval between beacons, the closer the target.
I get you.
There's another one in that pantry I was in. You can go back and get it.
It's all yours, Raiden.
I'm going to study it some more and see if the freezing process will work. Don't touch the other one until I say so.
Okay. I'll stand by until you radio in.
The way he said
Yep.
there should be an enemy soldier around here. Am I thinking of a higher difficulty?
Probably high difficulty.
Probably.
Peter, I have sensor B.
Good. Head to the bottom of strut A.
How's your invisible bomb?
I'm looking at it, but I'm keeping my distance. How's Pliskin doing?
A few more minutes. I just got to the last strut, but there are a few enemy sentries I have
You
to
can actually
take care
pick up the
Peter?
sensor before
Maybe.
defusing the last
Listen
bomb.
up.
I was gonna do that,
The
but
detonator hasn't been activated,
What?
but the sensors are live, which means...
This is Pliskin. I've located the last C4.
Is that it?
I'm about to freeze it. Then...
Wait! Pliskin! Damn!
oh shit!
That was it!
What's going on?
The detonator just woke up. It's counting down!
What happened?
The big ones were rigged to be activated when all the baby C4s went offline. Raiden, the one in Shell 1 should be counting down too. Hurry!
What's the remaining time?
400 seconds.
400 seconds?
Raiden, move! Get to the bottom of strut A now!
It's now 385 seconds. Get moving. We basically have about 6 minutes to get to the bottom of Strat A. So, you know where this is leading us? All the way at the beginning of the plant chapter. I hate that Ryan does these, like, somersaults.
They look so awkward.
I know.
Well, I just had to play with a team that played like a bunch of idiots and just spread out all over the map.
Oh, so like when you play Payload.
I was about to say, so basically you had the Oko squad.
Yeah.
Look, I gotta bully her.
Run, Joseph, run. Run, Joseph, run.
Right here.
Run, 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 run.
Right. Bliskin. Listen carefully.
What is it?
I fell for it.
Fell for what?
That man has my number. A proximity trigger. Microwave.
Microwave?
With a 7-foot range. It's not a technique I taught him. Neither was that multi-bomb booby trap. Looks like he's far surpassed me as far as explosives technique goes. As for the rest...
Pete, get the hell out of there.
There's less than 30 seconds left. It's too late.
No!
Pliskin, get away from Strut H as fast as you can.
Pete!
Right! Keep your distance. Use the spray from as far away as possible.
Me?
You can do it. I know that.
I'm not so sure.
But I am. Do it. I know you can.
Why did it have to make the codec shake, though?
Or Pete.
Indeed. Now you can contact the Colonel about it.
Colonel, Stillman is dead.
I know. Pull yourself together, Raiden.
I can't do this alone.
Jack, are you listening? All right, calm down.
Whatever. Stillman is dead. There are no more explosive specialists.
You're fine. I won't let you die.
Rose.
All right then. Is Sensor B equipped?
Yes.
See if it responds or not. Jack, no matter what, you have to bring an end to this crisis.
Okay.
You can tell Ryan's genuinely fucked up from that.
Yep. That's what happens when you have, like, I can't blame him for being scared shitless, because he's had no combat experience whatsoever. And this is his first actual mission.
And the first mission, the guy who was supposed to help him through it just fucking blew up in front of him. Well, technically in front of him.
Yep.
Hey, where'd the sentries go? They're supposed to be here. I stuffed them in this locker right here.
I'm guessing under the submarine?
That looks no bigger than any of the other C4s we just
Colonel,
drove.
I've neutralized the
Does
bomb.
not take much.
Good work, Raiden.
It was a great loss for everyone.
Yes, it was.
Colonel, any damage report on the explosion?
Seems that the duct for diverting the contaminated seawater was destroyed, and the central section of Shell 2 is flooding. The explosions ignited the oil slick on the surface.
What about the toxins?
The chemicals stayed in containment. There's no immediate danger.
Is the big shell stable?
Shell 1 was unaffected. The price was high, but the threat of the bomb is over for now.
What's the next objective?
Rescue the president. Get back to the upper level.
Roger that.
Maybe contact your Navy SEAL friend. See if he's got Mr. Putskin.
That's not good.
Ew.
You know what? You know what we're gonna do, Fox? What do you say?
Will that even work? Yep. Contact Snow Snake, not Snake. Well, not Snake isn't answering, sadly.
I was really hoping that was gonna work. Because don't you just hate those fucking bugs?
Oh.
What is it, Colonel?
Raiden, the terrorists have retaliated for our bomb neutralization.
What?
A hostage has been killed. Shot in the head. They shot one of them on the roof, just to make sure we caught it. One of our satellites caught it clear as day.
Damn.
They announced they would kill one every hour from now on.
What are my orders? What should I do?
Stay with your mission objective. Rescue the president.
What about the other hostages?
President Johnson is your first priority.
Priority my butt. They're all in danger.
Jack, be reasonable.
Not a chance.
I know what you're feeling, but you can't save them all.
No, not by myself.
Are you expecting that Pliskin to come through?
Whatever. Well,
looks like he's turned his radio off too.
I can't complete this mission by myself.
That man was not included in the simulation.
Get real.
He is not a factor in this mission.
Get real. What do you mean by that, Colonel?
Your mission must remain a solo effort.
What about the SEALs? No second attempt?
They haven't even gotten to planning that. All we can do is wait. In the meantime, you're our only hope.
I understand.
Raiden, go and rescue the president. You can start off by getting to the upper level of Strut A.
Why don't you do it?
That's gonna be my favorite response.
Yep.
Oh god, even more of those damn roaches. Those sea lice.
Yep.
I can't tell you how happy I am that you were alive after all. I knew this moment would come.
And they just scurry, too.
Show yourself and finish me. Like you finished off my father.
What the hell are you
Otherwise,
talking
you'll
about?
be the one to die.
Oh, crap.
Don't get me wrong, that would be my reaction as well. Just hot crap.
That's not him. This could be interesting. You've seen the fires of hell, haven't you? Maybe you can give me death. My name is Fortune, lucky in war and nothing else. And without a death to call my own. Hurry! Kill me, please!
That's depressing.
But she's kind of pretty, too, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So basically she's Sniper Wolf again.
Sniper Wolf wasn't exactly looking for death. At least not at first. Let's try to at least take a lead. Hot shot. Oh shit!
Yeah, does it?
Bitch, I know I missed.
Damn, someone just having Discord's having trouble catching it all.
What? Discord's having trouble capturing all of this.
It was at first.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I got shot.
That went nowhere. That went nowhere. That went nowhere.
Are you even able to damage her?
Nope.
Right. Fat Man just contacted us directly.
Fat Man called us?
Yes. Looks like he placed a bomb on the heliport. He specifically asked for you, right?
What?
He's killed off Peter. Now he's after you.
Disturbing.
How should I know?
Look, this is really not a good time for this.
The countdown's already begun, right?
Great. How much time do I have left?
I'll show you the count. 400 seconds remaining.
So he's planning on taking this place out.
It looks like he has a different agenda from that of Dead Cell.
What about backup?
None. There's no time.
Which type of explosives is it?
He didn't say.
It's explosive! What are you really gonna be asking that kind of question? Ah, shit.
I really got killed by Bruce Banner. That's embarrassing.
No, you wanna know what is embarrassing? Keep note that I went into this cutscene with the M9, right?
It seems our friend Fat Man is out of control.
He'll actually try to destroy this place?
Yes,
tranquilizer
this could
gun.
unravel everything we've planned.
But why would he do such a thing?
Who knows? But he's nothing more than a stereotypical mad bomber now. He's completely lost sight of our ideals. And with it, his loyalty to Commander Jackson.
All right. I'll take care of the wayward soul. It wasn't him.
Unfortunate.
I expected more of this one. Really.
But he couldn't kill you, I see.
Completely useless.
Look, I can't help with the bullets were whizzing around you.
Later. Then.
Now!
Oh, ow, oh god, I'm getting monster hulks.
It looks like the HD version or the Master Collection version had the had my equipped Beretta swapped to the SOCOM. There was actually a point where the Beretta would have fired the bullet that actually shot Vance.
Damn.
Vamp. Are you gone?
Well, that's one less Dead Cell member to worry about.
No. No. That death was meant for me.
But I feel bad for
the
Fortune.
only one that can't die. Alone again? Cheated out of death again? How long will you force me to live? How much longer, Dad? You've punished me enough. I thought you could give me peace. But you couldn't kill me either.
The worst part is that what could Raiden even say in this situation? Because I gotta admit, you're gonna feel bad for Fortune here.
Yep.
Because I don't think Fortune even really was wanting to try and kill Raiden. It's just...
She thought Raiden would be able to kill her.
There's no need for sorrow, Queen. I died once already.
He's got 2 lives remaining, I guess. Two 1-up mushrooms.
I can't die twice.
But,
We think this is a James Bond movie?
Okay, so I skipped it earlier, like when Pliskin was talking about it, but Fortune's backstory is fucked up because, one, is bad enough that she lost the Marine Commandant who was her father. That was bad enough. But the stress of all of that resulted in her losing her child as well.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a miscarriage. So she literally has no family. That should put into perspective how much of a fucked up situation Fortune's in.
Hey.
Freeze!
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Don't kill me.
Alright.
Don't kill me.
Also, apparently the novel version of Fat Man is extremely evil.
Oh, from the novelization of MGS2?
From Snake Tales: A Wrongdoing.
Oh. Well, that's not the novelization. And plus, that's non-canon. I hate to say it, Void, but as much as it's unfortunately non-canon. But I see where you're getting it. Shit, do I not?
That's what I'm reading. I got MVP as Wolverine.
Freeze! Hey!
Who's there?
Really? He put the bomb on the...
On the helipad.
You heard that, didn't you?
So you're the one.
Oh.
You're right on time, I see. I like a punctual man.
Hello, Fat Man.
I am Fat Man. I am the greatest that humanity has to offer, and the worst. Can you hear it? Hear this rhythm? It's the rhythm of time. And life. Don't you love this sound? I used to hang around department store clock counters.
Department store clock counters. Is that a thing? Is that an actual thing?
I don't know, but...
Life
Rollerblades?
is short.
Barry Dennett, voices
Bombs
Batman.
tell the time with every moment of their existence, and nothing else announces its own end with such a fanfare.
Where'd you get the glasses
Glad
on?
you could make it. The
And
party's
you're
about to start.
and he's drinking into a sippy straw.
Yum. Good year. Let's drink to Stillman, shall we?
If you destroy the big shell, you'll never collect your ransom.
Ransom? What are you talking about?
$30 billion in cash.
Welcome back. We met the fat man himself.
So that's what's going
And
on.
he drank wine out of a sippy straw.
You'll know soon enough.
That's
And I could
kind of hilarious.
I mean, right there. It's right there.
My ambitions are much more simple. To be the most famous bomber of them all.
Are you just gonna keep holding out that
No
glass?
one's gonna give a damn about you.
Oh, yes, they will. I'll go down in history as the man who beat Peter Stillman. That's the only reason I assisted them.
Like hell you beat Stillman. He had your number.
What did you say?
You have nothing of his courage. Or... what are you laughing at?
That croc died a dishonorable death 6 months
Jeez,
ago.
all those veins in his
6
head.
months ago. The
He
liquidation
must be,
of
his
dead
blood
cell.
pressure must be really
Call it what
high.
you want. Only the right stuff survived that hell. Set me free, you know. Open the way to a new dimension. So that I can become the emperor among detonation devotees.
You're nothing but a common criminal, and that's the only way people will ever remember you.
How dare you! I'm an artist!
What is the man?
Hey, Datara.
That is why I dislike
Is he riding fucking roller skates?
Yes.
I know it has been a while since I've seen this
What are
game.
those veins? What the hell?
Works. I plan
Also, I have a peanut butter sandwich.
and it'll explode soon after
Nice.
that.
I had Little Caesars
If you
earlier.
prefer to stay in one piece, you'll have to disable my bombs. Laugh and grow fat. Let's move!
You know, what is the meaning of that saying?
Laughing real fat.
Yes.
I know it's not the full saying.
And yes, he's on roller skates.
Hey! Oh! Oh!
Was he really about to ask where I went? And did he not actually see me?
20 seconds, and it goes boom!
Hey, Batman, you're not allowed to laugh like that. Only I'm allowed to laugh like a complete utter oaf. Did he just
I remember one
over his own feet?
He fucking tripped! This guy is so pathetic!
I mean, that's probably the point. He's a spiteful, vindictive edgelord who, with delusions of grandeur.
Yep, pretty much. My god, he's so pathetic.
He tripped over my claymores! How pathetic is that? I mean, how pathetic is that, boss?
Can someone clip that, please? Someone clip the way he fucking rolled.
Yeah, someone needs to clip that. He literally...
It's time to get back to the farm! Here's one for you! Oh, ow, ow!
There we go.
My suit.
Oh, a tranquilizer dart?
Oh no. I've nothing to wear to the party.
The party's over for you.
That's what you think.
What do you
I
mean?
still can't get over the fact that he has so many dang veins bulging in his head.
What did you just do? What is this?
I have beautiful hands.
He,
delicate hands.
he actually
Craftworks
manicures his nails.
Answer me, what the hell is this?
It's the switch for the biggest bomb in the entire place.
Huh?
No use. Once it's activated, there's no stopping the count.
Where did you plant it? Where is it?
Somewhere in this area. Don't worry, it's very close by.
It's him.
You know what I have to do
What
now.
is it?
You know what I have to do.
Go ahead, shoot me. I'm already dead.
Damn!
Think you can find it? When it goes off, it'll take the big shell with it.
Tell me where I can find the bomb!
That's your problem. This is
He is the bomb, isn't he?
Party. Bring it on, I say. They'll be happy too. I die here and start my legend. Too bad you won't be around to see the movies. Laugh
Oh, fat man.
and grow fat.
No one cares about you. You don't even get ranks on the worst villains list.
Decoy Octopus has more relevance than him. Alright, let's go dispose of him.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm taking those dog tags. You fat... Oh. What?
Oh! He was sitting on top of it. Okay. Really, Joseph?
Right, what's wrong? Right.
For fuck's sake, Joseph! You did that on purpose!
Damn right I did. Fat Man's supposed to be dead. Like, storyline-wise, he's supposed to be dead. But, you see
he's
stories
knocked out.
You know what? I'm not gonna finish him off. You know what? Let the NYPD deal with him.
Good work, Raiden. Looks like all the bombs are neutralized. One of their main leverages is now gone. That leaves...
Colonel, Fat Man didn't seem to know about the ransom demands.
Intentionally kept in the dark, I'd say. He seemed to be coming from a very different place from the other terrorists.
Seems like it.
Raiden, a lot of hostages.
See, Ryan's starting to smell the bullshit.
Are still in danger.
He really is.
Keep your mind focused on protecting them.
What are my orders?
Rescue the president.
We have no idea where he is.
You haven't been in the Central Core yet. I suggest you start there.
Wait, I have another call. Want me to take it?
No, I'll go offline. Best to keep our presence unknown.
How you doing, kid?
Pliskin, is everything all right?
Could be better. Looks like I was out cold for a while.
How did you manage to stay alive?
Had a little help from a friend.
Friend?
What about the bomb?
Diffused. And Fat Man, too.
That's good news.
How's Shell 2?
It's a mess. The bomb crippled H-Strut.
What about the toxins?
The what?
If the big shell blows up, the explosion is expected to produce massive amounts of toxins.
Never heard anything about that.
Huh?
Well, looks like there's not much danger of that in any case. But the Central Core is starting to flood. It won't last much longer.
Yes, hello, Not Snake.
What about
Hello,
the president and the
Lieutenant
other
Junior
hostages?
Grade.
They weren't in Shell 2. They must be in Shell 1.
We need to get the hostages out of here now.
It's too far from Manhattan for a swim.
What about the lifeboats?
There doesn't seem to be any. Doesn't make sense.
So a chopper is our only extraction?
Right. And it comes with a passenger limit. Intel has it that there are about 30 hostages.
It'd take more than a single trip.
We'll have to come back.
Can you pilot a chopper?
No, but I brought a gearhead with me. He's a good guy. I'll introduce you later.
Pliskin, I'm on the heliport right now, but I don't see their Harrier. It's out somewhere.
We better move now, then. Our chances with a Harrier after us are close to nothing.
Do you know where the president is?
No, that one's all yours.
The president is at the top of our rescue list. These are our orders, Lieutenant JG.
Your orders, not mine.
What?
See you later.
Do 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 do. Do do do.
Yeah, you can only lug him around for a little bit apparently because he's so big and fat.
No, I can only lug him around for a certain distance. I guess the game was catching on to my shenanigans.
It's like it just knew what Joseph was gonna do. That's what I was doing the whole do 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 thing because I thought he was gonna toss her over the ocean. A ninja.
Gray Fox.
Identify yourself.
That's possible.
I have no name.
Wait, I just saw your face.
Mr. X.
X gonna give it to you. Like when you pause it, if you pause the frame, you can kind of see the face underneath it, which makes it painfully obvious.
So painful, it's like stubbing your pinky toe.
You with Foxhound
Oh
too?
God.
Neither enemy nor friend. Just a messenger from the Lali Lulelo.
Lali Lulelo.
That's actually because the nanomachines won't let them say
This is
Patriots.
safer, I think.
Safe from what?
Eavesdropping, of course.
All right. Why did you contact me?
I've been ordered to give you backup, including the relaying of necessary intel.
Ordered by whom? Why won't you identify yourself?
There is no need for you to know.
I'll decide whether I need to know.
You are not yet trusted to make such decisions. I'll tell you something you do need to know instead. The current location of the president.
What?
Or rather, the person who knows the current location of the president.
Who is it?
A Secret Service agent named Ames, currently being held with other hostages.
Secret Service, huh?
The head of the president's security detail, Ames has been fitted with the same type of VIP nanomachine system as the president. If you're within range, you should be able to communicate.
Why are you telling me this?
Do I need to repeat myself?
There's no reason for me to believe any of this. You understand that?
Of course, but you also have no choice but to believe.
He's got a point.
Do you have any other leads?
Where are those hostages?
The hostages are being held in the B1 conference hall in the Shell 1 core. You'll find Ames there.
What does he look like?
We don't know if it is indeed a he. I've never met this person either.
How am I supposed to look for someone without even a description?
Use your ears.
What's that supposed to mean?
Ames has a pacemaker. You'll be able to hear the machine sound in the heartbeat.
You expect me to walk up to these hostages and listen to every one of their heartbeats?
The sound is too minute to detect and amplify. You'd be captured immediately.
So what am I supposed to do?
Use the directional microphone. There's one somewhere in the core.
Convenient.
That's not how pacemaker works. But okay.
The security card will unlock all level 2 security doors, including the one into the core.
Oh,
It's
nice. A
called
level
band
2 card.
It works together with your body's own electronic field. And watch yourself. The core is more heavily guarded than any other section of the big shell. You'll get nowhere just like that. Try this instead.
Your drip is so
One of the terrorists?
so bad you drown.
Anyway, I gotta get ready for bed.
The surveillance
Good night,
camera
Void.
won't let you on the elevator without the right
Rolls
uniform.
cat and blanket.
You want me to disguise myself?
Men assigned to the core and those on perimeter duty are given different colors to wear. Your new outfit will work in some areas, not others. The uniform alone won't fool them either.
You're talking about weapons.
Right, you need an AK.
But I saw them carrying an AN-94.
All men assigned to the core section carry AKs.
So without an AK-74U, someone will see through me really quick.
You could take care of the weapon issue yourself. One other thing.
There's more?
You'll also have to pass a retinal scan to get into the conference hall.
Oh boy.
Fun.
Biometrics. Crap.
Nothing but the real thing will suffice. Deception is not an option here. I suggest you hurry. They have a nuke on their side.
The nuke? They have a nuclear weapon with them?
You didn't find their continuing presence here unusual? Even with the President as hostage, this is an island, and they have no visible means of escape.
Even if they do have a nuke, the warhead is no good without an access code. The security lockout can't be bypassed.
They don't need to. They have the code. You saw it too, I believe. The Navy man would have a handcuff. The other half of it is on the football, or in the black case if you like. The nuclear button. And now they have it.
Why did they have to bring
Assuming
the
it's the right
football
code.
along? To a decontamination plant of all places.
But they did have to. Because, after all, the big shell is the farthest thing from a cleanup plant there is.
What?
Dead Cell didn't have to bring a nuke along with them. It was right here to begin with. Nothing in this affair is what it seems.
A cover-up? But why? For what?
For Metal Gear that is housed here.
Uh-oh.
God damn it, Metal Gears.
Gear?
The very same. Bipedal nuke came from the airport Shadow Moses.
That's from the tanker.
This place is the R&D center
Yep.
for its newest incarnation.
The one that Solid Snake lost.
Better ask Ames the rest.
What's this for?
You might be glad you have it. Keep the controller's vibration function on.
Heh.
What do I need a cell phone for?
It's a Nokia brick.
Colonel, who was that man just now?
He's not one of ours. No, we have no one like that in our unit.
He said that the big shell was housing a new model of Metal Gear.
First I've heard of it.
Colonel, what are you not telling me?
I've been completely open with you, Raiden. I've told you everything.
Is that everything you know? Or everything I need to know?
Snap out of it, Raiden. I'll have the Metal
Why don't
Gear
you
rumor
do it?
looked into. You need to make contact with this Ames.
Why don't you So you believe that ninja?
Since we have no leads on the President's current location, we have no other alternatives. Right now,
Why don't you do
collect
it?
as much data as you can,
Do you have to keep
including
repeating that,
anything
Raiden?
on
Why
Metal
don't you
Gear.
do it? Are those my orders?
Yes, they are. Disguise yourself as an enemy soldier and infiltrate the Shell 1 core.
Why don't you do it? Understood.
See, Uchu, I agree with Uchu. Exit out.
Well,
Alright.
we're in a tight spot here.
Yep. Tight like a snake's vice.
My mind went so many places, but let's go with that.
I'm guessing. I'm gonna go with Lamia when I said that.
Close, but no. But don't worry about it. Just don't.
Sleepy. Great job, Joseph.
Nope. Fuck you.
Requesting back. Oh! Back what? A back rub? Soldier, we don't get back rubs here.
Communications with Strut E have ceased. Carry out an investigation immediately.
It's just the box.
They're gonna come in, and all they will see is a cardboard box.
The situation is normal.
You just
You're gonna hear them kicking. You're gonna hear them kicking the little soldier.
poor guy gets his freaking face kicked.
With your status report. What's going on? Respond.
Huh, so this is where it goes. Yeah, it does make sense,
Just-
honestly, when you think about it.
Yep. So many of them just pass the fuck out because of this.
Well, it's better than the alternative.
True. Ninja flip.
Oh, wait until later in the game where this gets even worse.
Yep.
Freeze!
Yo. Fucking useless.
Wrong gun, Joseph. I'm sorry, but that sound will always catch me off guard.
What sound? The sound of the...
Yes.
It sounds like a damn chihuahua.
Do you know Colonel and Rose call you out if you kill the seagulls?
Yes,
I
do
know that
about
one.
That. It's like how in Metal Gear Solid 1, where if you kill the Ravens, Campbell and Naomi will call you out on it. Although, the Ravens in that game are actually crows.
But still, you shouldn't shoot crows.
Bad old fucked up.
Yep. Yep.
Now, where am I?
Seagulls.
Perfect.
Now the seagulls are the true rats with wings.
According to Finding Nemo.
Fucking seagulls are fucking evil.
Freeze!
Joseph,
Don't
you have the
question
wrong
me.
pistol.
Don't question me.
I question a lot of things.
That's obvious. Passes by a blood stain on the floor. Absolutely never questions it. Are these guys just dents? See what I see?
Stuff.
I am happy, Fox. We have
I'm
this.
sure you are.
We have one. No suppressor though, so it will basically alert the house. Should we, or should I start firing it? It is very impolite to wake up the entire house.
Indeed.
Also, I think I'm gonna have to take up close and personal, aren't I? Wow, these are low quality. But these are McFarlane toys.
Hey. So why have you started killing?
I'm low on M9 rounds. Hey look, now we can actually use C4. You see? McFarlane toys. Oh no. Fox, my evil senses are tingling again.
Oh no. Access denied. Joseph!
The fact that actually
fuck, dude?
The fact that worked!
You know, talk about an explosive ass!
That takes a saying, blowing out your ass, quite literally.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
But you all know where the idea came from.
Do tell, Joseph.
In one of the Coda conversations where Pliskin was looking for the C4, he mentions that he found one for some reason attached to a soldier's back.
Oh god.
I can't find M9 ammo. At least I think I use a gun. Use a gun and die. But my name isn't Darth Jar Jar. This guard is like, I'm not gonna fall for this trick. Where is it? Oh.
Looks like you've got an AK. If you wear an enemy's field outfit and carry an AK, you can pass for one of them. Listen up, kid, and don't forget this. Only the guards in Shell 1's core are armed with AK rifles. The others are armed with the AN-94, the official rifle of the Russian army. If you hope to disguise yourself as the enemy, you don't want to be carrying an AK outside of Shell 1's core.
You know, what if they decide, oh, I'm going to need an extra, I lost a magazine, let me go get one from the armory. Or what if they decide they want to take a walk outside of the shell? They're not that forward-thinking, are they?
Hey, Joseph, you're holding an AK now. God, Joseph, you act like you're gonna melt when if you ever touch an AK. Hey, don't let Joseph's attitude towards AKs fool you. He doesn't actually hate them, he just thinks they're overhyped.
That is what a real rifle can do. The only downside is with the M4 is that it has no suppressor. But then again, neither does the AK.
Fucking seagulls.
How rickety.
And by the way, if you don't know why I don't like seagulls, clearly you've never lived in an area with seagulls.
Ah, here it is.
Pigeons don't deserve the rap of rats with wings. That should belong solely to fucking seagulls. Seagulls are the true rats with wings.
Got a minute, Jack?
Rose?
I found some information on where Solid Snake is interred.
Great. Shoot.
Well, at least she's
I've
getting
located
information.
the gravesite.
And the body?
Exhumed for DNA testing.
Well, do you have the results?
The right arm was missing, but there was no doubt that it was him. That body belongs to Solid Snake.
Liquid
So
Snake.
the head of the terrorist group must be...
An imposter.
Right.
You sound
You
disappointed.
don't know that.
I guess I was kind of hoping to meet the legend in the flesh.
Joseph.
I get you. But it looks
Just
like he's
play
not
along
behind
for a
this
moment,
incident.
please.
Okay. Oh yeah, totally.
You, I think. Disguise yourself as
Although,
enemy
let's be
personnel
honest here, anyone
and
who was paying
infiltrate
attention to the
core
story of
section.
Metal Gear Solid
Your
1 and
priority
2,
is to
it's
contact Agent
legitimate.
Ames.
Yep.
Especially what we know of the fucking tanker plant, or tanker chapter.
But what I do like though is like it's not the fact that we don't know, it's the fact that they don't know. Well, except for the Colonel. He obviously knows. Do you think they looked at you and like, huh, he must have been out for a smoke break?
Probably. Because it's like, huh, I wonder where he's going in such a hurry. Probably looking for the toilet. There are no bathrooms in this place.
They see Ryan walk in and it's like, he's built like a femboy. On your way home? Okay, Uchu.
Imagine if that was what they went with.
You could just knock him the fuck out, you know? Like, choke him out.
And enemy soldiers will stop you if you're caught without your rifle.
They just see someone knocked out, like, hey! God damn! Kicked in the dick!
And those were steel toes! And you see how he's just walking around like, or he's looking around like, whatever.
Like he looks in his pocket, he's like, hey, someone took my rations.
If you don't have your AK equipped, he will... it'll actually trigger an alert phase. How do I know this? DSP.
You don't...
DSP did it. Because we all know DSP, that fucking moron.
Meat.
We all know.
Joseph has a new hyperfixation, making fun of DSP.
I mean, the whole internet is.
Can you imagine the Russian soldier was seeing that? He's like, "Whoa, dude, calm down. We're just grunts."
Hello.
Hello there.
That's creepy.
Good morning.
Hello there.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello there. Also, police not poster.
Hello.
Yep.
Oh, that's why.
Hello. Time for a treat. What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. How? How?
You have the directional microphone. According
Why
to our
is it
information,
saying
Ames
how?
has a pacemaker. This should make his cardiac
Interesting.
pattern fairly distinct. Use the directional microphone to locate it.
Time for a treat. Hello.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
How? How?
There's actually a couple of reactions you can get from this parrot.
Hello.
If you actually try to attack it, the bullets will actually...
Will actually...
alert the enemies.
Ah.
Time for a treat.
Did you see that soldier just poking it?
What's up?
Yep.
Hello.
Look at that.
Good morning. Good morning. What's up?
He's moving quite fast.
Is he using that parrot as like a motivator or something? Because that soldier is really running. Hello, comrade. I owe you a pint of vodka with this. What? Are you alright?
You okay, dude?
Are you okay?
He fucking fell asleep!
Wow.
What is going on?
Hold on. Are these people just doing... these people must not have anything better to do with their time. You know what? I'm not too bothered by this, you know?
Push the button. Push the button. Push the button.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
That's an issue. You're not exactly in the system.
Exactly.
Hi, kitty. Pretty kitty, pretty kitty. Pretty kitty, pretty kitty.
Oh look, Java's cat has escaped. I certainly hope he won't blame the help.
Freeze!
And that's how you're supposed to do it.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
Easy. You can't have him tranquilize or kill. So...
Just hold on to and drag away.
Yep. And be careful not to trigger another. That's no point.
Right.
Also, keep note that my AKS is the only one that doesn't have a suppressor on it. So that should set off red flags right there.
Raiden, one of those hostages in there is Ames. The only thing we know is that Ames wears a pacemaker. His heartbeat should sound different from other people's, so use the directional microphone to locate him.
Not how
Once you
pacemaker
recognize
works.
Ames by his heartbeat, keep the microphone pointed toward him. Then push the action button and call out to him. If it really is Ames, he should respond in some way.
What if it's the wrong person?
The guards may get suspicious and come running instead. Security could get tighter, too.
Try to be sure before you take the risk.
Don't call out to a hostage with the action button until you're fairly sure that it's Ames. If you do make a mistake, switch the microphone for an AK and get out of there before a guard gets suspicious. If you're discovered inside, they'll cut off your retreat and call in the reinforcements. You won't make it out of the room. The mission will be over if you're discovered. Don your disguise.
Which
and look for
means you
Ames
can't
while
take out
deflecting
the enemy soldier
suspicion.
either. If you take out the enemy soldier, that'll be the end of it.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
You heard that, right?
Yep.
You're Ames, aren't you?
And that's the sound of his pacemaker.
That was quick.
Well, he's the only hostage that makes that sound.
You must be Ames. Keep still and listen to me. I'm not a terrorist. I got in here using one of their uniforms. I'm taking off the tape. Stay quiet.
Oh!
Who told you about me?
An informer calling himself Mr. X, dressed like a ninja.
I see. Take this thing off me, will you?
Ooh!
I'm Richard Ames.
Secret Service?
No, I was sent in by the Lali Lule Lo, just like you.
What?
Awesome.
You're here to find out where the president is. We have little time, so I'll be brief. How about switching to nanocommunications first?
Nanocommunications?
Right, silence beats talk when it comes to safety.
He sounds so annoyed.
Are you on?
Right here. Do you really know where the president is?
Almost certainly. He was moved to the first floor of Shell 2's core section.
The first floor. The core of Shell 2. Is he still there?
I don't know. I can't get a response.
You don't think he's been like the other hostages?
Hmm?
A hostage was killed in retaliation after the SEAL 10 disaster, remember?
What are you talking about? Regardless of what they do to other hostages,
Hmm.
they won't touch the president.
What makes you so sure?
The case.
You mean the nuclear button they took?
Right. And the case won't do a thing by itself. That case may be the single most advanced example of a weapons failsafe system. The password is nothing less than the physiological data of the US president.
Physiological data?
The president's own vital signs, heartbeat, brainwave pattern, blood pressure and so on are constantly monitored and relayed by his internal nanomachines. This information, along with the DNA pattern, serve as a biometric password, unbreakable even by the latest parallel processor supercomputers. The password entry itself cannot be performed unless brainwave patterns and heartbeats fall within normal parameters, rendering chemical and other forms of coercion impractical. In other words, the login must be made of the president's own free will. As a failsafe, the input must also be reconfirmed hourly, even after the initial login. If a valid confirmation is not forthcoming, the system will automatically cancel the login.
And that's why they can't harm the president.
At least until the bird flies.
Is there really a new model of Metal Gear here?
Absolutely. The black case serves as the launch key to Metal Gear as well.
Why would they hide Metal Gear in an offshore plant?
Haven't they told you anything? The entire thing was planned. The oil spill, the tanker accident that caused it, everything. The big shell was built specifically for the development of a new Metal Gear model. The inspection tour was to check its progress.
What's going on around here?
Wait.
Look, could it be that all these hostages
Here
are...
comes Snake.
That's him?
Use the microphone to listen in.
Something's not right here, Fox.
King,
Yep.
Fat Man is dead.
It doesn't matter. Saved us the trouble of getting rid of him ourselves.
Why did he betray us?
Who knows? They're a band of lunatics to begin with. Nothing they do should come as a surprise.
I'll have his background rechecked, just in case.
You think he was working for them?
We can't discount the possibility, especially with that intruder still at large.
Yes. The man in the sneaking suit.
You know more about those suits than I do.
But Foxhound was disbanded 4 years ago. So it must be the Patriots. What about the damage to Shell 2?
The circulation system for the contaminated water has been damaged. The water being drawn in is overflowing, and the lower block of the central section is flooding.
Seal the connecting pathway between Shells 1 and 2.
The Simtex and IR sensors are already in place.
Any effect on it?
No.
He's
What
looking
about
our
the
way.
president?
I feel...
The password entry has
Yep.
already been made to the black case. In 1 hour, we'll need a confirmation from him. His work is done after that.
Make sure you keep him alive until then.
Yes, I know.
What about the unit's activation?
Almost complete. The code has already been entered. All we need now is for the girl to start the system.
The usual method, I assume?
No. The drugs took care of everything.
Only a few more steps to outer heaven.
Big boss stream.
Who is that cyborg ninja, Shalashaska?
I cannot even guess.
What about you?
I'm having the matter looked into.
Olga, don't cast suspicion where it isn't due.
Where it isn't due? When you watched my father die and did nothing.
It's been 2 years ago.
I feel like he's also looking
I
at
read
me
the
too.
case file for Shadow Moses,
Yep.
by the way.
Olga, how could you suspect me?
I know that the ninja is not one of my men.
How meaningful you make that sound. If Sergei were still alive...
If the old man were still alive, I wouldn't need to take orders from you.
Olga, Sergei was my best friend.
If you sell us out, I'll kill you myself.
Wow, Ocelot actually
Listen,
flinched.
Sergei, don't ever let me see your gun pointed at me again.
If you wish, I'll put a bullet in your back instead.
Stop this infighting. I took you both in when no one else would. You think any government would have you as irregulars in this political climate? The worst kind of wet works, maybe. But even that's doubtful. I recommend against switching camps. You've nowhere left to go.
Meow. It's certainly different to what we've encountered so far.
Indeed.
It's happening again.
This damn right arm. Liquid! It's almost as if it's having its revenge!
How much do you think we spent on that arm in Lyon? The best transplant surgery team in the world.
I never trust a Frenchman.
Jeez. What did Ocelot go through
There's something going on.
to not
French
trust
people?
The incidents are
Yeah.
becoming more frequent.
He's Russian. What do you
Maybe that
expect?
man's presence.
Ocelot,
something I don't
leave this
quite,
place in your
I haven't
hands.
quite
I
remember or
have the
realized from
intruder to
history.
take care of.
Yes, King.
It's
gotta be history related, isn't it?
kind of.
Is that really Solid Snake?
For the longest time, Russia wasn't seen as
Snake was
European enough.
Solid Snake did die.
Basically,
Also here in the show.
a
Either
lot
they
of
survived
we
or they're
considered
two-
Europe always
Two of
talk
them?
shit about Russia.
That's impossible. Anyway, what did you manage to catch?
They said password input was complete.
I thought so.
You said the password entry into the black case had to be made by the president willingly.
That's right.
So this means the president is cooperating with them.
It would have to be, yes.
Why?
That's bad.
Probably tired of being a puppet, but it wasn't a smart move to betray us.
A puppet?
We're running out of time. They will fire a nuke. You know what you need to do before then.
Fire the nuke, but it's nowhere close to the ransom deadline.
Ransom?
$30 billion in cash.
What are you babbling about? The nuclear strike is not a threat. It's been the objective all along.
They plan to slaughter millions of people.
No, a high-altitude detonation. You've heard of the Compton effect?
EMP.
Total disruption of electronic equipment caused by EMMA pulse.
Textbook answer. Well, when an average nuclear warhead goes off within the atmosphere, the result is an electromagnetic pulse of up to 50 billion megawatts. The EMMA field can reach tens of thousands of volts per meter, and most electronic equipment will be toast in an instant.
If one of the key movers of world economy stops functioning, it could mean the beginning of a global depression.
But that isn't their aim. What they plan to do is liberate Manhattan. Pull it offline and turn it into some kind of a republic. Hence, Sons of Liberty, I suppose.
Sons of Liberty?
Damn! Ocelot is coming.
That is
I'm going
actually
offline.
a group that existed in history.
Yep.
I believe Revolutionary War, right?
Search my pocket.
Yep.
Hurry.
And then later on, Other forums would call themselves that.
You'll be able to
Mostly
unlock doors above
nut
the
jobs.
free security. Use it to get to Shell 2.
Unless we're in a Red
Take care
Dawn
of the president
situation,
before
Sons
they
of
lost the
Liberty.
Usually means anarchist nut jobs. And not even like the good kinds of
He's coming
anarchists.
here. Pick up your AK.
More like anarchist because I'm
Ames.
edgy, cool dude.
Ames, you shouldn't really shout like that. And Ocelot is just strolling around towards them.
Yep.
What do you think you're doing?
I asked him to remove these. I'm ill, you see.
I always knew that the DIA turned out second-rate liars.
What are you talking about?
No need for denials. We know what you are, Colonel Ames. They knew that the president was planning to betray them. So they sent you in to keep tabs on him. Am I right?
You.
Sorry, Colonel. You failed to carry out your duties.
You'll never escape the Lali Lulelo.
Is that so? What the?
You tricked me. I understand now. Ocelot. You.
Fox died.
You? Which team are you with? Show me your face. You know who he is.
No, he is not one of mine.
How the hell can you tell? You don't even see his face.
Identify yourself. We meet at last.
Why do I get the feeling Ocelot loves doing the like little revolt trick he did in Metal Gear Solid 3
Oh,
and everybody?
look at that! He almost lost his arm again.
Exactly.
Ocelot's like, oh hell no, not again.
We need the hostages alive.
Hurry, get away.
But you.
I bet Ocelot's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, isn't that my son? But spoiler alerts, by the way.
Ocelot has no son.
Grandson, maybe.
Nope.
Leave this to me.
But I love how he looked at the ninja and was like, but you died! You're supposed to be dead!
That's the motherfucker who cut off my arm! That motherfucker cut off my arm!
Well, we're fucked.
Colonel, Ames is dead. Looked like a heart attack.
That's unfortunate. However, we do at least know where the president is.
So there really is a new type of Metal Gear in this place?
Apparently. We're still looking into it.
Hi,
I've also been told that the nuclear strike was what the terrorists were after from the start.
On the balls.
$30 billion.
Right.
Hello.
It was a cover-up all along.
Colonel, what are you keeping from me?
I am not keeping back anything. It's not as though I'm told.
Like the greatest philosopher said, Joseph, and your favorite book.
Hello there. Just be a little patient. Our priority should be with the president right now. We can take it that they've completed the password entry and are preparing Metal Gear for nuclear strike. Get to the president as soon as possible.
But the president is cooperating with them.
According to Ames, yes. But it's also true that they're about to get rid of the president. There's something else going on
Let me
here.
see this.
And the
You
president
look-
may be
why
able
you
to tell you
touching
what
me?
it is when you see him in person.
Yes.
Not a chance.
Once they get the confirmation for nuclear launch, they'll do it. You need to rescue the president before then.
Get real.
Jack, I agree with the Colonel. You need to protect the President for now.
Get real. All right.
Darn it!
Excuse
Oh,
me.
you dirty bastard.
Man, they're still lying to your face.
They were rogues.
It's like, they're not even good at lying.
Campbell was a better liar in MGS1.
Right?
Also, I'm not sure if... has anyone else also picked up on something here?
You can tell.
he's referred to as a colonel, but has anyone heard one character refer to him as Campbell?
Indeed, he has not been referred as Campbell.
Nope.
Suspicious.
What?
Watch out, there's a camera from Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria.
Okay, I'll pop this.
That is a shield, Joseph. You know what sounds really good? Chili dogs.
A double cheeseburger with lots of bacon.
What kind of bacon?
Any kind of bacon.
You ever had turkey bacon?
Yes.
What about turkey burgers?
Yes.
Nice.
No witnesses. Wouldn't you say, Fox?
Yep.
At least you didn't shot him in the balls.
Yet.
Okay, now it's gonna happen. You have summoned it, Uchu.
I mean, what do you think? Where do you think I've been shooting at these people to tranquilize them?
In the ass.
In the dick.
That's me.
Do y'all forget that shooting people in the dick is actually pretty effective in this game?
Yep.
If need be, I will demonstrate it.
Freeze! Huh? Don't kill me.
Matt D. Huffman.
How did you like my demonstration? Your binoculars are not going to help you here, buddy.
Everyone, stay on guard.
Wait, you saw that?
Caraca, eu acho que nunca faz aqui.
Holy crap!
Oh shit.
Bomb blast suit.
Okay, your trank penetrated the helmet of that? How strong is that fucking trank?
Enough to take out an elephant, apparently.
Reusing my joke, I see.
I mean, Emmerich, or Otacon said that himself.
Was that Paul? In the magazine?
That shit.
Communications with Strut have ceased. Carry out an investigation immediately.
Hey. Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. Oh no, Fox. Shit just got real.
Well, damn. But do you know where I can get more real at? Next on Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yes, it is about that time, isn't it? But do you not see what I have now?
The perfect box. But yes, I can see the grenade launcher, Joseph.
The first grenade launcher in the series since Metal Gear.
Original Metal Gear.
Yeah. We have not seen a grenade launcher used in this series since Outer Heaven. Ah, here's the one I'm looking for. got a PSG-1. You can use that against Sniper Wolf. Oh, there's something else over here.
I hate to tell you this, Ryan, but Sniper Wolf's already dead.
How do you know who Sniper Wolf is? And we got a PSG-1T.
Well, oh, I thought you were gonna save in the closet.
Nah. So, you're probably wondering, what does a PSG-1T is? Well, here's a regular PSG-1, and then you have a PSG-1T. This one's actually a tranquilizer sniper rifle. And unlike the regular PSG-1, that one is suppressed.
Very useful.
Indeed. Indeed. So we have a sniper rifle, and then we have a sniper rifle for tranquilizers in case going all lethal is not exactly your fortified complete.
You don't like having fun.
Well, this benefits just knocking people out, though.
Yeah, because doing non-lethal is a valid way to play the game.
What? Why are you yelling at your sister? Like, Miss Kitty's like legit just going, meow. You know that that annoyed meow cats will do to each other?
The murr.
Yeah, that when they're annoyed with each other, like she's doing that towards her sister. Sleepy kitty. Oh my god. He didn't look at it.
How could you look at the porn? I think that was a mistake, Joseph. Oh.
Knock knock.
Knock knock. Is it pizza?
Oh, fuck.
Did he get knocked out again?
Yeah. Fucking hell.
What's up, Jack?
That fucking stare. Do not look at me like that again, Rose.
Jack, how's the mission going?
Fine.
Fine? Is that it?
Look, I really don't feel
Rose,
like
shut the
talking
fuck up.
about the mission. At least with you. I want to talk about something else.
Okay then, let's talk about you.
Me?
Yeah, your least favorite subject.
That's
You.
not...
Oh yeah? Then go ahead and say something.
Like what?
Anything. Tell me something about yourself.
I can't think of
This
anything
bitch.
interesting to say. Why do you want to talk about me so badly?
Because I'm curious.
But
She wants to manipulate
Is
you.
it really that strange to want to know more about someone you love?
No, it's not strange, but...
She wants to manipulate you and steal your semen.
Oh look, now we're talking about me, not you.
What?
Why won't you tell me anything?
That's basically
about
what she
what you were
did.
like as a child. What kind of things you like to do.
No.
What kind of people your
There's
parents
no
were.
dancing
I've never
around
heard
it.
you talk about any of that. Why? Don't you think it's just a little bit unusual that I don't know anything about my own boyfriend's past?
Rose, when I get back, I'll tell you everything.
Is that a promise?
Yes.
No.
It's a promise.
Okay, so,
Can I die now after that?
die on your own time. Because right now, I think this is where we're gonna end it here.
What a Drano trend.
God. Sorry. That was like fan fiction's level of corny.
I do appreciate everyone for stopping by. I appreciate you, Fox and Uchu, for coming by and tolerating that utter nonsense. And we're going to give our good friend Petra a raid. So everyone give them greetings from the Lost Land. And until next time, everyone, I am Turok.
I'm Uncle Atomic.
Yeah.